There you go.
All right, we are live, man. What's going on, people? Welcome to another live stream. We are doing the PC Gamer live stream. It started kind of really quickly after the Microsoft conference. So I have me and the Don. The Don, say what's up, man.
Hey man, hey guys, we're just trying to hold down the fort and keep the whole E3 party going.
Keep everything going. That is for sure. Um, I'll let you know. Like, there's, huh? I'm watching. I'm watching the conference as we go right now. Basically, the only thing I'm really looking forward to is the whole thing about Arc, and then just see what else is going on. Don, is there anything from this conference that you are looking forward to seeing?
I just want to see how the whole integration between PC and Xbox is kind of going to all play out in regards to that, because that is part of Microsoft's overall plan. We got a little sneak peek
Whew,
with
little sneak
Xbox
peek.
One, and I have a feeling they haven't stopped. They haven't dropped their mic yet. Like they want to keep on going. So.
Yeah. Now you said that Phil Spencer is supposed to be hosting some of this PC Gamer.
Yeah, I think the way it is not like just one host on any of it. It's multiple different hosts that represent different parts of the PC community as far as that goes, and so Phil's got a big portion of it because of the whole Windows 10 thing, and in regards to where they want to take all that stuff.
And Play Anywhere, as we just saw
Play
from the
anywhere,
last
man.
conference, man.
Yeah.
Incredible. Oh man, dude, it's already been an incredible day. To me, we've already been blown away compared to yesterday. I don't know. What do you think, Don?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday was the pre-show, right? I mean, it was the kind of get everyone kind of excited, get everyone all hyped up. This is the big time, and yeah, it was definitely the pre-show. It was good, but today has kicked off huge. So hopefully you can just keep the steam rolling with. Honestly, even with Sony's conference, I want to see good stuff from those guys too. To be honest with you.
I got you. Well, right now we're taking a look at Cliffy B's Lawbreakers. Don, do you know a lot about this game?
It's a first-person shooter, tournament-based type thing. It's running in the new Unreal Engine. I know about that much. There's also some weird gravity type gameplay element of it, but I don't think it really translates when you're watching it. To be totally honest with you,
Well,
so
I actually
people
just
like
saw
it.
I just saw some of that gravity aspect in it right now.
Did you?
Yeah. I do have Mad Skills with me. He wishes he could actually be a part of this live stream. We have another one of the kids playing games on the other computer, and of course, O Snaps, the wife, the first lady of the next podcast. She actually went for a job interview, so he's here with us right next to me, and I will let you know exactly how he reacts and such. What's going on, sir? Okay, what about it? Okay. So you're excited to see what they say on here when it comes to Arc, right, dude? Yeah. See, I do like Arc as well. I haven't played as much Arc with Mad Skills as he would like me to. I'm waiting for the achievements and stuff to come out. I really want to feel kind of accomplished when I play that game. Have that little ding pop up and have this, like, I did such and such achievement. That's kind of what I'm waiting for when it comes to the X1 version, and for me to really get into that game. Don, have you played Arc before?
I haven't. I got burnt out like betas and stuff like that, like a lot of people have.
Okay.
And I just want to play the polished finish version of it because I don't want to be turned off by something and then all of a sudden then when it gets its real legs not come back to it. You know what I mean? Because my first impressions were bad. So
I got you. I got you. Shout out to Jimmy Eat Rose. He just ended up. He's in the chat right now. Yeah, Jimmy, you caught up with the Microsoft conference, right? Oh my goodness, I can't believe they topped it off. They dropped the mic with the announcement of Scorpio. Uh, Absolutely incredible. I'm probably going to be talking about it all day. I'm trying to give the PC conference its time to shine, its justice and stuff like that. But Don, I hope you forgive me if every once in a while I go back to what we saw from Microsoft.
I'm gonna do the same. So don't even worry about it. I mean, it's the platform I prefer to play on the most, right? So obviously your interest is drawn to that, and you're a little bit shocked, a little bit odd. And me and you are talking about hardware specs on the RAM and some other stuff. So I mean, I'm sure it's not the last time we're going to talk about the Scorpion. That's for sure.
Yeah. Just to let people know, I did hit up Twitter like right before we started this live reaction and stuff. And as we see like Cliffy B talking, his game looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like it does look pretty cool. It looks sharp and everything like that. But I mean, I'm a console gamer, so it doesn't really matter too much to me unless it's coming out on console or unless it's part of that Microsoft program where you can play on either the computer or the console.
He's
But
been a little weird, honestly. Cliffy B, he's been like kind of hating on consoles recently. And I just don't know where he's come from, man. You can like them all. It's all good. You can like PC and you can like Xbox. You can like PlayStation. No,
well, just look at our boy K Mega. I mean, K Mega, he got introduced. Shout out to B Shadows. B Shadows, YouTuber, really intelligent gamer, but he got introduced to some of the PC gaming with B Shadows, and B Shadows loves the X1 as well. But they can coexist. If it wasn't for these extremists, these fanboys, these elitists, like these platforms can definitely coexist. I mean, I'm not a PC gamer, but that doesn't mean I'm going to tell somebody else, you can't play games on the hardware that you prefer. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Cat.
I develop on the PC all the time. I mean, I have a beast of a rig, right? And I'm not one of those people that just talks about the rig that I have. I actually have it. I use it. I use it on a day-to-day basis to its outer limits. And to be honest with you, it's people just play what you want to play on the interface you want to play, and then it's make it even playing field when we play together, right? I mean, that's all we care about, right?
Yep, and buy an Xbox One. Anyway,
Hey, it's the cheapest PC in town, right? I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
yeah, yo, Don, I gotta ask you, going back to the Microsoft conference with the announcement of the Slim, the Xbox One S, and then the announcement of Scorpio coming holiday 2017. Dude, are you thinking about still like getting a Slim?
Well, my criterion was if it was more powerful, like one of the rumors was. Yeah, I was gonna get a Slim, and then basically the plan was do Slim, then get Scorpio, and then I have all three, and the base model I would turn into a dev kit because
Oh,
you can do that,
nice.
right? So that was the game plan. But now that a Slim is out, and it has the new high dynamic range, which is awesome feature, and that I guess that's unique to the Slim only.
Hmm.
But it seems like the games are going to run pretty much about the same between the two pieces of hardware in regards to that. And my wife wants to get another console for the bedroom, so I can switch back and forth. But since things are forwards and backwards compatible, I'm thinking I'm just going to wait until Scorpion and get the Scorpion for my main play space. And then the base model console that I have now will move into there because she uses it as a media hub half the time, anyways. And she likes to play some of the smaller games like Worms and stuff like that. So I'll let her use that. And plus, we didn't see anything from streaming from PC to Xbox, but I have a feeling that's what's going to come up in this conference just around the corner. So
Oh, that would be sweet. Yo, shout out to Jimmy again. Yo, the best E3 he has ever seen, and I know it's just the beginning. I know there's other conferences that have to go, have to go. And I know we saw a couple yesterday, but I gotta say, at least with Microsoft's side, that's probably the best conference I have ever seen them do, and they have done some really good ones. Um, I don't know, Don. Do you think that was the best like Microsoft has ever done in terms of a
That's
conference?
that's the best conference I've seen. Period. Uh,
Nice.
there was, yeah, like sometimes like in E3 conferences, there's, love or hate the brand. There's always kind of those weird, kind of awkward moments, or those pause, or where things are kind of drawn out, or something that doesn't interest that particular crowd. You know, I'm not a Minecraft person. I'm not into a lot of indie titles. I kind of look at it like people looking for the latest new band. Like half of them suck, and some of them are really, some diamonds in the rough, right?
Hmm.
But I'm not willing to kind of sort through all that sort of stuff. They kind of did it for you. They took some of the best highlighted indie titles and gave them the appropriate amount of stage time for being good titles, and just didn't make a boring part of the whole conference,
Yeah, they
which
did.
is
They did definitely. When it came to the indies, they did kind of like cut down the sizzle reel. They trimmed. They trimmed out the fat, and the indies they look more polished. Like K Mega said, that I mean,
yeah.
there's some out there. The culling, for anybody who's ever played games on the PC, that game the culling looks like an absolutely fun game.
Dude, I'm all about quality over quantity, to be totally honest with you,
Hmm.
right? And the I'm okay with indies, I'm okay with small independent developers, but bring the fire, right? Bring the hotness,
Yeah.
bring some quality, and and get me engaged. And if there's other people that don't quite have that talent yet, keep on going. I mean, I encourage that. I mean, even thinking back, like at the E3, sorry, the EA conference, and we were all talking over the
Lisa,
part where they
the
got to the indie
box has
section.
made a
But
return.
I
Last
looked
year we
back
had
at
a
it
box. This
the
year we had a
last night,
box. The
and
box is bigger this year.
they're
What's in the
basically
box?
fully
Look,
funding
hey,
indie
we couldn't
developers
come
and
to the
giving
PC
them
Gamer
all the
Show without
profit,
showing off some new
That's
basically
technology.
as a
Let's
crazy.
see what we
charity.
got here.
That's crazy.
And
We're showing off
what
for
that
the very
does is
first
it
time
does
the
some
entire
interesting
Polaris
thing.
lineup of our three cards.
They're always kind
So
of
let me
hated
take you through
for
them. First, let's start
kind of a
with the
hated
Radeon
company,
RX
but
480.
let's be honest,
This
like
is
they're
our
giving
newest
people the
card
chance
for
to
premium
make
VR.
content for us
Oh, hold on.
at their.
Radeon. I'm sorry.
And this is
I
Yeah,
disruptive.
I
want to
just
see
This
see
it
it.
gets premium
because
VR at
AMD,
$199 and above price
they
points, and we
deal
love
with the
this card
console
going on
chipset and
sale
stuff like
starting
that. It's
June
good to see
29th.
what will be, the possibility of what will be in the Scorpio.
And then we have two other cards here, which are pretty exciting as well. We have the RX 470 and the RX 460. The 470 is really focused on excellent performance per watt, so it's 2.8x over the previous generation. And you get full HD experiences, 1080p running 60 frames per second. Gorgeous card. We'll have many, many different versions of this from our add-in board partners. And then we have the 460, which is really focused on esports. So I heard about all those esports fans in the audience. This guy is going to be the best card in the industry. Less than 75 watts, cool,
VR backpack.
fast. I think you're going to love these cards. So we're really excited about our new technology here.
Thank you, Lisa.
Dude, that's a PC on your back. You
And
see that?
it's not just, you're talking to me about VR yesterday, and it's not just that these
I
support
think you
existing
might
technologies.
you might
introduced
actually
to me the
be
word
ahead
a
of me,
VR
sir.
backpack, which I was completely confused by yesterday.
I'm not finding the right
So it's
stream, to
one
be
of the
honest with
cool
you.
things. I mean, we're super
I'd
Go
have
to-
to
excited
watch
about
out
VR.
other
VR has the
people's
Yeah, I
right
see the
now.
backpack right now, the
incredible number of new
Alienware.
applications there.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the hardware,
Man.
but it's about how we
Yo,
work with
Jimmy,
our
when it
OEMs.
comes to VR,
So my friend
you're
Renee
gonna end
here,
up
part of
wearing
the
a full
AMD Red
suit
team, is
eventually.
showing off a new
You know what I'm saying?
reference design using the
They need to
RX
liquid
480.
cool that
And you
backpack
can
so it's
see
not hot
your
against your
entire
back.
PC is in
Yeah,
that
right?
backpack with the graphics card, and you're able to run, full high definition.
My
VR
son Mad Skills
experiences
is looking at it
with
like,
this,
I want
reference
that.
design. So is that cool or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
I mean,
Kids and their
so
toys.
this is the sort of thing that you could take to an open field and be able to just wander around as opposed to just being in a room doing what I do, like punching the wall when I'm playing a VR game.
That's absolutely right. Who wants to be sitting down? You want to be able
Spartan
to do
Suit
everything
VR
that you
for the
wanna
win,
do
Jimmy.
with the VR experience.
Definitely.
So this is
Oh,
really just the
damn,
beginning
imagine
of
that.
what we can do with the Radeon RX.
Yo,
Now, in terms
I'd
of
be out
Waffle
in the middle of the
developers, you
street
mentioned
somewhere, not
protein
knowing
earlier.
where
Tell
I
me a little
was,
bit
like
about
fighting
your
the
work with
Covenant.
protein.
like
Yeah,
literally
so
in the
look,
middle of
I
the
think
street
VR
in
is
front of
about
my
the
house.
entire ecosystem. You know, the graphics cards.
Just gonna be
the OEMs,
water.
but it's also about the software.
Yeah,
We have been working
don't
on
walk
new
into water
software
though.
called Liquid VR, which makes it easier for people to deliver VR experiences. You know,
Yo,
Croteam
Jimmy is the man.
ultra
Yo,
famous
shout out
for
to
all their
Jimmy
work
Eat
with
Rose.
Serious Sam. And what we've been trying
We
to
had
do
him
is
on
help
our
them develop
first
VR
stream, our
content
first live
actually using our
reaction.
multiple
It was
GPU
EA.
features. You know, so what I'd like to say is, you know,
Brand
we
new
each have two
YouTuber,
eyes.
just did a couple
Don't you think we should
videos.
have two GPUs?
High quality
That's
stuff,
perfectly
man.
logical.
So let's see some of what Croteam is doing. It's really exciting.
As long as no one demos this with the controller in their pants, I'm okay with it.
Man, you can't get off of that controller in your pants thing, huh?
No,
Looks to me like things just
Uh-oh.
the fact that people think that's a solution. Serious Sam in VR.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where's his hands?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the problem with VR. It's like that weird detached. Oh, they're talking about CPUs now.
Yes.
Get ready to get serious.
Okay. Steam Early Access.
I still laugh. Ah!
We
Every
love
time.
Serious Sam, so.
Now, outside of GPUs, tell me about the CPU side of things at AMD.
All right, that's a little bit of a secret. But look.
Yo,
we
Zero
love
Fight.
CPUs.
Yeah,
We think, you know, they
from
really
what
go
I'm
in
hearing
there,
when it comes
and
to
we've been
Scorpio,
doing quite a
when
bit of
you know the
development
whole
on
the
CPUs. We have a new development called
that
Zen.
phrase T-flops
Zen is
that's been
going
going
first
around all
into
over the place.
enthusiast class
It's
desktop
actually
processors
6
for
to 8
gamers, and we
T-flops
really
depending.
optimize
I don't
around,
know
you
if
know,
they're gonna
high
make it
performance, 8
to
cores,
where it's
16
8
threads.
right off the
Really
bat.
exciting stuff.
But
Sean,
they're
I wanted to bring the
playing
lab
with
here,
they're messing
but
around with
I need
6
the
to 8.
engineers to do
So
some work.
the specs
So,
That
aren't
would have been
like
an odd show to have the lab on stage. and I'm
concrete
glad that you
yet.
brought the video
You know what I'm
to,
saying?
allow us to take
I
a look
think
at the new
Don,
Summit Ridge
correct
Live.
me if I'm wrong. They probably aim towards the lower end of what the hardware they're using can do.
Well, what they're doing by making that announcement, they're just saying, hey, basically count on 6. Count on this gigabytes per second on the RAM side of things. They're basically just putting the stake in the ground and say you can develop for this, and you're going to get results, and go ahead and go for it. But they're still a year out, so I mean there are things that can change, and so you know we'll see how all that goes down. So.
All right. You know, since we're looking at the PC conference and we're seeing some of this awesome Doom play right here, let everybody know what we were talking about when it came to the gigabytes per second. What were you saying that kind of had a possibility to allude to? Zen, the Zen processor.
Yeah, they're just showing that. The actual speed of the gigabytes per second leads me to believe they're using HBM memory.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So that's high
which-
bandwidth.
Lisa Sue from
Yeah,
AMD.
high bandwidth memory. This is basically the
Thanks for putting on
the
this
next
show
step
again this year.
over
It's a
what
lot of fun.
Sony's PlayStation's been using.
Let's talk about
You know, GDR5 memory that we've been getting, which is more of a graphics memory. But HBM actually has multiple uses, multiple applications, both CPU and GPU. Mostly on the GPU side of things, I'm not going to lie. They may use a combination of GDR4 and HBM. The other thing is HBM runs at a very low power. It also takes up less space on the board, so you can shove more of that type of memory on a board. It's exciting stuff. If you're into PC stuff, like it's exciting. It's what's around the corner. But it's much closer than people realize for like mass application use. And it led me to believe that's where they're going with that. So none of this bottleneck with the memory anymore. You won't see that. It's just going to work.
It's just gonna flow.
Regardless if they use HBM or not. To be totally honest with you, it is just straight up going to flow. It's going to do what it needs to. So
Nice. Yeah, I can't believe they showed the Zen. If they showed the Zen here, I could almost guarantee that the Zen processor will be in the Scorpio.
well, you notice they didn't put that stake in the ground, right? They said 8 core and just left it at that.
Yeah, because they would leave it up to AMD to present and showcase
well, they have to try to make the price work, right? So they're juggling. They put a couple stakes in the ground. You know, the speed of the memory, what how much you're going to be able to get through the bandwidth, right? The T flop, right? Minimum, and then they did the literally telling you it's going to be an 8 core, but those stats can basically be exactly what they said or upped, give or take, depending on what they need to do. So
Yeah, yeah, crazy time, man. I absolutely love being an Xbox gamer because man they killed it this year. Absolutely killed it this year. Not only was it all about games, man, they had the hardware, and then they had that punch behind the hardware to be like, all right, this is what is coming in the future.
well, they also prevented people from getting upset at them, right? Like by saying it now, people are not gonna can't say a year from now, well, I just bought the S model.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they it's been put out there, it's known. So let's just kind of just go with it from there, right? If you bought the wrong one, that's on you. It's not Microsoft's fault.
Wow, dude. Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm looking at the chat and I'm seeing one of my good friends, the game filter, has showed up in the chat. Yo, it's good to see you, man. It's been a while since we've talked. Thank you for joining the chat. I really do appreciate it, man.
Based on that feedback, so it's been a great feedback loop. That's so cool, and you brought today some.
Just to let people know, if you're just coming in, they actually just showed the Zen processor in this PC Gamer conference, and that leads me to believe that the Zen processor will be in the Scorpio. All right, and like I said, this is not confirmation. This is what I'm saying. I usually have a good track record when it comes to this stuff, guys. So, take it as me saying it. No confirmation or anything. But please remember, I said it though. All right, guys.
Well, the weird thing about the Zen too, one of the big things is it's supposed to be matching what like Intel's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, but it's supposed to be cheaper.
Yeah. It's
supposed to be both, and that's why it's a contender for new hardware as well.
Yo, Don, are you trying to be the Segway king here? Is this what's going on? Because
no, I'm just feeding off of you, man. That's all I'm doing.
Because I was actually on Twitter. I was trying to say this before, but I definitely got sidetracked with all this information. I was on Twitter, and Broken Games HD, he basically tweeted out, like, the Scorpio is not going to be cheap, guys, and all this good stuff. I'm not sure if just the casual console consumer is going to be able to afford what the Scorpio is. Now, Don, do you think they could make the Scorpio, like, affordable for everybody?
Well, what's affordable for a high-end gaming console, right? Let's call it what it is, right? You got your mid-tier, and you got your low-end, basically this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with the high-end gaming customer, which you don't have to buy, keep this in mind, you don't have to buy a Scorpio. They can care less if you got an S model or you got the same model that you have right now in your home, right? They're just giving you the options that you're looking for. Is $500 too much? $450 too much?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And so that's kind of where I'm coming from is it's hypothetical with the numbers that they can purchase this in, right?
Mm-hmm.
The price of everything that we're hearing with the newest graphic cards from AMD and what they're saying, what the Zen is going to be cheaper, and the fact that HBM is going to bring memory down in price very, very quickly. Yeah, I can see that number being possible, where they're going to put more emphasis on more RAM, more on the CPU side of things. They can deliver on all those promises and still deliver. They may not do Zen. I mean, I'm not fully committed to that, but they very well might be able to do Zen as well.
Well, yeah. When I talked about the Zen, I'll let you know. I like to put myself out there on the edge, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
That's
with
not too much on the edge, though. That's saying you're 50-50 of a possibility one direction or another. That's not on the edge. That's uh, I
well, I'm
mean,
not afraid.
that's what's
I'm
going
not
to happen
afraid to voice what I think. That's probably the best way to explain it, man.
for sure.
All right, let me just hit a Wicked One who's in the chat. Thank you, Wicked One, for joining us. He put in the chat. He's like, they seem to be pushing VR with Scorpio. Do you think VR is going to be big or just another fad? I
I've
let,
Go
let,
ahead.
let me
You
share
go
my,
first,
my
man.
views on this, and then I'll give it over to you, Don. I personally, I think I like what Microsoft is doing here because when it comes to VR, they're not manufacturing the VR. They didn't put the research and development into the VR that will be used with the Scorpio, that being the Oculus. They basically signed a partnership which saved them a lot of money in case it does become this huge thing. Do I personally think it's a fad? Yes, I do. I just can't see uh, disconnecting yourself from the real world. I believe augmented reality, I believe that's the future, but that's the future, a few years away. Um, but in terms of VR, I think a lot of companies are going to try to push it. I think there's going to be some crazy experiences, but in the end, I don't see it having a marathon runner's legs. I don't see it lasting that long. So that's how I feel about it, Wicked One. That is a very good question. Yo, Don, what do you think, man?
You know, I think there's a space for it. I mean, there's a place for it. I think the mass adoption is so optimistic, and it's I don't know if it's really realistic in the grand scheme of things. There's going to be a lot of kind of hit it and forget it type experiences out there, and there's already stuff out there like that. I actually tried earlier versions of Oculus myself, right? So not the final product that's out on the market today.
Okay.
Um, I have a graphic friend that basically they're working on kind of a theme park. We'll see if it's just vaporware or not. But they have a warehouse, and they literally they've gone through some pretty heavy work, right? They put all these false walls, just plywood walls, right? And when you put the VR headset on, it has the overlay of the play space they made, right? So when you go right up against the wall, there's a physical wall right there, right? And that was a pretty cool experience, but that was a warehouse,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Not very many people have a warehouse, so those sort of experiences can be so far and few between, right? You're dealing with the reality of your limited space, your day to day living. I almost look at VR is like an accessory, like a steering wheel in your home or a fight stick for a gamer console. It's going to be good for particular experiences like cockpit like type experiences, like anything from a fighter jet, spacecraft, car. Those are easy go to situations, but that's not the mass market. That's not the majority of the games we all play. We play a diverse set of games. I don't think it's going to be very much a first person shooter type experience, to be honest with you, either. There's just too much space. I think you're going to get sick. I've used it, and I honestly, this was early, you know, early hardware, right? So let's be fair. And it was untethered, which was cool, right?
Wow,
but at
they are
the
right now. They are showing super hot in VR.
Are they?
Yeah.
As I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about the gameplay in Super Hot, it actually makes sense, right? Because it's a lot of like move this place and then stop, and then like pivot and line up your shots. It's kind of like a puzzle like type shooter.
That looked crazy.
That's something that could work. That's something that could work in a small space, but games like Call of Duty and stuff like that, I mean, they would devolve with using that type of hardware, right? I mean, at the end of the day.
I got you. Hey Don, I got a question. We're live streaming here and stuff like that. Jimmy Eat Rose actually said that the Ubisoft conference is in 10 minutes. I'm thinking about changing the title from PC conference and live reaction to PC and Ubisoft. Do you have
Let's.
multiple ways to look at like these things so we could possibly go back and forth?
For centuries,
This is go
Kairos the
straight
Overlord
Ubisoft.
has
You want to go
conquered the
Ubisoft?
known world.
Hey guys,
Yeah, we can recap on the PC stuff later. If I mean, no offense to
Dissent
those
has been
guys, but
quelled.
yeah,
that's not our audience.
no doubt. I mean, definitely,
And
you know,
those who
because
once
me and you,
boasted of
we're
their right to
me, you,
rule
and
are
Newark.
forced to
Newark's a
kneel.
tech guy as well, but we
In
really get into the
Kairos'
tech.
empire,
So
the
I think we can go
execution
back
of
and
justice
kind of
is
look at
paramount.
everything and give kind
The
of like,
lawless will
you know,
be
our
broken.
research in the tech
Made
analysis
to
stuff when
feed
it
the
comes to
flames
what
of war.
happened in the PC gaming conference as well. So guys, in the
Those
chat,
found
if you want us to
deserving
switch
of
over to
authority may
Ubisoft,
rise.
definitely hit up the chat and let me
Picked
know,
from the
and we
ashes.
will definitely go over there.
To
You
be
guys got
the
a little
enforcers,
bit of a show here. You got to see the Zen processor. We had a little Scorpio talk, but if you want us to go to Ubisoft, just let us know, okay?
Hey, we're down a couple people.
As the final
Should we get
conquest
Jimmy in
draws
here?
near,
Hey Jimmy, yeah, that's a good idea. Yo, Jimmy, do you want to join in on this
use the banner to
live stream, man?
institute your own.
I'm not sure. What's the time over there? 5. So
Destiny
you're
of
looking at
nations
8:30.
is yours to decide.
All right, so we got game filter going for Ubisoft here. That's a good sign.
Oh,
You know what I'm gonna
my
do?
wallet.
Let's
I will
see.
continue to buy everything you make, Obsidian. Thank you.
It's about
Now,
5
our
minutes
next
until
game
Ubisoft, I believe.
Is a futuristic horror game.
So we can
made
kind
by
of keep
creators
looking
and
at this, and then
players
I'll
of
switch
fear.
over to the
Let's
Ubisoft
take a
channel.
look at
How about
All right.
I'll stream? I'll
Guess
play
what?
Ubisoft
You
and
know what's
tell you when it's
awesome?
up.
Awesome. Jimmy is down to come in, so I am grabbing the link right now for you, dude.
What the?
Just I'm gonna send it to you DM on Twitter, man. If Twitter decides it's gonna work for me properly. Twitter hates me today, man.
an interesting teaser trailer. And here to unpack it for us is Rafal Basai from Blooper Team.
Let me see here. You know what? I just started up again.
Good to see you. Nice shirt. Hey,
Thank
You
you.
know,
look at
probably
that.
let me
Nice
go right
branding.
into
Yeah,
my-
you're
Are you
looking good.
are you
Beautiful.
streaming off of
This
Twitch?
a
Is that what you're
nice
doing?
floral tie. Yeah.
Huh?
I recently learned the word paisley.
Are you streaming all this stuff off Twitch?
Now,
I'm on Twitch right
by the
now,
way,
yeah.
I just want to ask.
Yeah. Okay.
What sort of game is Observer?
Let me see here.
Actually,
Where's
it
my
will
boy
be a
Jimmy?
little
There
bit
he is.
impolite, but I will need to answer your question with a different question. So, what would you do if your fears got hacked and used against you?
I would have a lot of spiders used against me.
Hello.
Yeah, so imagine that this one sentence actually.
All right,
Oh,
Jimmy.
here we go.
for the whole
I
game,
have
but
sent you the
let me
link,
delve a
man.
little bit
Whenever
deeper into
you
what
are ready,
Observer
feel
is.
free
So,
to come on in, okay,
it's a
dude?
hidden horror game in which you play as Dan.
Dude, he'll make us sound smarter because he's got a British
member
accent.
of a special police
All right,
unit
so I'm gonna have to
that
search for the
actually
Ubisoft.
is called Observers, and their job is to hack other people's minds and memories.
Oh.
So you can imagine that you will witness a lot of twisted.
Well, I have
things
Don
in the game.
I
looking
mean, the setting is
at the PC
really
gamer as well.
evocative
Hey,
with
Don.
The digitization on the walls. Talk to me about the cyberpunk.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah,
when,
we are setting the game in a cyberpunk
you have
universe,
multiple media
but
there,
then
right?
Again, it's not something
Like you can
know
see
from,
Ubisoft
Yeah.
and PC Gamer.
we are setting the
If you
game
could do
in
me
a
a favor and
Eastern
keep PC
European
Gamer on,
setting.
if it
And
catches
we are
like
having,
when it
this,
catches your eye that they're doing Arc,
fight between
I do want to
the
cross back
high-tech
over
environment
and
the
check that
hologram
out
discoveries,
with Mad
the
Skills as well.
dusty
So
and
Yeah. I'll keep
buildings and
I'll
stuff.
keep it on my.
Now, I have to ask. There's a lot of different spreads
Yeah,
in the
I'll-
genre of
Let me
something
let me
more
see
Guys.
how the best way to do that.
pure horror
I'm
genre.
here.
Focus more
I'm
on
just
Observer.
give me 2 seconds. Let me get a beer because it's a big day. It's like Christmas.
no problem,
Oh.
Jimmy.
But as with Layers of Fear, we are focusing on deep narrative and environment.
Best thing about Jimmy, he sounds like a
But
villain.
then again, you play as a detective and
I'm
an
here
observer, so you will use
for $1
your
million.
technology to actually,
No.
scan the environment and hack other people's minds. So again, what would
All
you
right,
do
we
if
got
your fears
1 minute until
got hacked and
Ubisoft.
used
So
against you?
It would be upsetting. Let's take a look at some first ever exclusive gameplay.
some
footage of
Australian
Observer.
accents. Let me think. Good day, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie. How's that for you? How's that for you, Filter?
I can hear him out there. He won't take me. I won't let him.
Oh, what is this?
Observer. Someone's worst fears get hacked. It's used against them.
Is it coming to console?
I hope so.
That's a little freaky. Thank you, Filter. Thank you so much, man. The game Filter. I love creepy
Looks
games.
like Ubisoft is starting. Just trying to find on my phone now.
I got you, man. Yo, that is creepy. We will be switching over momentarily. I'm just grabbing the stream from for PC Gamer on my phone as well to make sure we don't miss out on
play all the scary games that are being introduced this year.
on the
It
Ark
looks so good.
news.
Our next guest is going
So
to
after
take
this,
over
is there a little bit of a
hosting
gap
this
between
weekend.
the next
Very
conference?
excited to hear about his game Drop Zone.
Then
Welcome
I
from
believe
Sparky
Sony
fans. Jason
Sony
Cole.
ta-
Take it away, Jason.
or there's a Nintendo kind of weird treehouse stream or something like that. And then I believe
Treehouse stream.
Dude, it's only one game. So I just need to get some food after the Ubisoft one, I think.
Alright, so let me just kill the sound on this. And if you do me a favor and kind of keep your eye on that as we go. Alright? Alright, sir? Alright, I just talked to
Alright,
Matt Skills.
Ubisoft is getting a little weird though.
Uh-oh. I'm getting over there.
People are showing nipples.
Oh! Come on. Is they Peter Moore? Did Peter Moore do it?
No, it wasn't no Peter Moore nipples.
Oh. Then I don't even know. I don't even know.
He was smuggling some giant raisins yesterday.
It's not on the Twitch. It's not on the regular Twitch thing?
It's on Twitch. It's already been done. He already flashed it. It was like they had a camera outside of their area, and this guy just wearing a pink tank top pulled up his shirt.
All right, so I'm putting it on Twitch right now. The E3 thing. Twitch playing E3. Drop Zone. That's a PC gaming show. All right.
And I'm back. Jason nailed it.
Sorry, I just need
Are
to
you
check 'cause
trying
my
to
mic's
look up
been
the
playing up.
PC
You guys
thing or
got me.
trying to look at Ubisoft?
I'm trying to get to Ubisoft.
Just type in Ubisoft into the search. Don't even type in E3 or anything like that. They have their own channel.
I wish I had my keyboard still hooked up to my X1. It's so much easier.
Oh, you're playing it off your X1?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dude, I do so much stuff off of the X1. It's not even funny.
I know, because every time I want to get you to play, you're like on YouTube. I'm like, man, get off YouTube. Just play some Halo.
And now let me kind of adjust the title here.
Scorpion was announced, and now, literally 15 minutes later, there's lightning and thunder in my neighborhood.
They call it God's. It's called God's gaming machine. Wow. I can't believe I said
Came
that.
down.
Did
Bring
Jimmy
the
get his-
thunder.
Did Jimmy get his brew? Is he all set?
Yeah, I'm here. I've been trying to test my mic out because it kind of broke. You got me.
All right, cool. Cool.
Is
Jimmy,
it held together by electrical tape or what?
I got it for Christmas, and I I've had to take it back already. The mic broke on it once and it's gone again. I've only just replaced it.
Do you see anything?
Welcome
yet,
back,
dude?
by the way. If you are just joining us, you are watching the Ubisoft E3 conference pre-show.
Hold on, let me-
behind-the-scenes look before we take it to the main stage.
Yeah. That's
Now,
research.
if the internet has destroyed your ability to focus on one screen, and one screen just isn't good enough for you anymore, don't worry
Dude,
about
this
it.
says live now.
Use hashtag UbiE3 for all your social media conversations.
All right.
You can even go further behind the scenes with
All right,
Gabe and
we got
Zach
multimedia
Cooper.
going on
Snapping
here. I
like
got Mad
Beatles
Skills
right now
with
on
the
Snapchat. Come say what's up.
1520.
It's the stories. They'll be joining you live.
I might not always make a
streaming
console,
from
but when
the
I
booth
do,
at
it's
the
a
Ubisoft
6
Lounge, starting
flop
tomorrow at
beast.
11:30. So tune in for that.
Okay, real talk though.
Jimmy, while I'm
As we
trying to
mentioned
hook up this
earlier,
PC gamer stream
this
over
is
here
a
to make sure we
big
don't
year
miss
for us
Ark.
here at Ubisoft.
Yo,
Yeah.
let everybody know how you
30th
felt about the
birthday.
Microsoft
Eve
conference,
Uniman.
what you thought was the
But
highs, the lows,
If you haven't already
and
turned 30,
kind
you'll
of give it a
probably be
grade,
freaking out
if you
just
will.
a little.
Yeah, well,
Don't worry
grade
not.
straight
We
away
have a
is A+++++.
message for you. During
It
30,
was hands
it's
down the
pretty
best
damn cool.
conference I've ever seen. Just the vibe I got off it was like, it was like going back in time and watching like the first Xbox reveals of almost like history in the making. I know that might be because we've had like a little bit of a tough time kind of thing going like the last couple of years, but yeah, it was just something really special. I think when they kicked it off with the white console, the Xbox One S, I thought if they're opening with that, what is it going to close with? And all the way throughout it, I thought, they're never going to do it. They're never going to do it. And then Phil started wrapping up at the end, and the Xbox original OG Xbox logo came up, and I just thought, holy shit, this is happening. And then he kind of died off a little bit. He started talking about, you know, bringing in Windows 10 and all of that stuff. I thought, no, you know, put a lid on your expectations. You've got to end it here. This is how you wrap up and you put a conclusion to a presentation. You look at your points that you've been over. And then something started happening where his tone changed to, I don't know whether you saw the Microsoft Build conference where they introduced the, what's it called, not the MacBook, the Surface Book.
The Surface Book.
Yeah.
And they did a video where they released a trailer, and it had, you know, typical Microsoft dubstep music all over it. And then they goes, right, let's take another look at that. And that tone changed for 2 seconds, and Phil's tone changed for those 2 seconds, and I thought, that's exactly the same tone. That's how they build their presentations when they know they're going to drop the mic. And the second that tone changed, I thought, yeah, we're going to see it, and yeah, 6 teraflops.
Did you see the glimmer in Phil Spencer's eye when he like, all right,
see the
now I can
fist
talk
pump?
about it?
I was fist pumping the air myself. I was like, eat that, bitches.
Yo, Jimmy, I want to let you know, as soon as I'm not sure if you caught like our reaction to it or whatever, but as soon as they said 4K gaming, I was like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Don can say this. Either that, his eyes were glued to the TV. As soon as they said 4K gaming, I was like, they're gonna show the Scorpio. Like
Yeah.
I was absolutely stunned. Incredible. I think it's kind of like a shout out to you know, the people who have an X1 who have dealt with all the bullshit and stuff like that, to really put it out there a year before time and say, hey, look at this system coming. We hear what you guys are saying, and we are giving you what you want. That's what I see.
Yeah, it's almost like they put the Slim out there as something that's new. That, I think, like my prediction of their rebranding didn't happen. You know, they're still using the Xbox One name. Well, I say that they might come out and you know, Scorpio is a code name, isn't it? So that might end up being Xbox 2. But yeah, what they did with I think making it white was the best move they could make, because instantly you're not just a little box that you stick under your TV and you forget about anymore. You're standing out from the crowd instantly at that point.
Dude, it's
I
so
think that
damn
was the
small.
best
They
thing
had to
they
make it
could
white
do.
to make it look bigger.
Yo, that Slim looks cool. But I kind of told my wife, I don't know. I was thinking about just, you know, dealing with having my Elite console until the Scorpio came out. I might, you know, just do that.
I don't think they care if you do, you know. I
Yeah,
think
no,
their
they don't care
attitude
at all.
today was just like, you know what, we're rich as fuck anyway.
Well, they're focused on the platform. That's why they're letting the games, you know, you buy it on the X1, you can play it on the PC if you want, and stuff like that. They're focused on the platform. They do realize when it comes to consoles, there is a consumer base, a fan base, basically a fan base that will spend money in the console space. So for people that say Microsoft is going to get rid of that whole console space and stuff like that, that's not going to happen. That would be stupid business-wise to do. All right, but if you focus,
I think what they've just done in the last. Sorry, cutting you off.
oh
Sorry.
no, it's all right. If you focus on the platform, have the platform be able to be run on multiple devices, and you know, you're giving to multiple consumer bases, and you're also getting from them because you're getting money. You know, that's a smart business thing.
How many people own like multiple of the console they love, right? If you're a PlayStation guy or an Xbox guy, right? Yeah, you have two, right? I mean, we all know people that have multiple. I'm probably one of the only ones that doesn't have multiple in the house as of right now, right? What's cool is when you, instead of just upgrading whatever you know, at the same time, you don't buy multiples. So why don't you just buy one, and then when the next iteration comes out, you move the other one to another space in the house. But the crazy thing is, the older one can still play all your newer games, right? So,
yes.
So, you know, problem with my 360 right now that's in the bedroom, right? You know, I have two 360s in the house, and that older 360 is in the bedroom. But at the end of the day, we don't really, you know, I can't go game in there because my Xbox One is out in the living room, right? So having that ability to just pop in your game or have your library on either platform, even if it's an older one or newer one, you know what you're going to be giving up, right? And sometimes you'll match your older console with your older television. So you get a new 4K TV,
Beautiful video piece. Thank you so
you can run that on your new Scorpio. You're not going to run that on your you know, day one edition, right? So
yeah, I think basically what's going to end up happening is they're going to keep you know, maybe not for like 10, 15, 20 years, but for as long as it's feasible, is keep the Xbox One as that base model. I think the 360's history now, and what you'll find is because they've got the backwards compatibility now, you'll find that all those 360 games, they're almost like your old titles. They are your old titles, but sorry, like the old arcade-style titles. And I think that basically the way they're going to look at it is that the Xbox One was the launch of the modern Xbox kind of brand, and just building iterations off that.
Got you.
But yeah, going back on your point that you were saying, Xbox, is that if anyone's going to sit there and question, oh, they're not committed, just look at the last, you know, 2.5 hours that we just saw.
Yeah.
They have never, ever been more committed to this than what they've just shown.
And that's what Phil Spencer said from the beginning. He came out and said, he told people repeatedly that we are more committed than we have ever been in the console space, in the console consumer space, and they just proved it. They just absolutely proved it.
It's like Ubisoft's doing the introduction right now with all their devs, so...
Oh, okay, because they don't really start till 4 o'clock, I was told.
Oh, really?
I was told 3:30 was the that pre-show or whatever, and we have a pretty good pre-show here when it comes to the PC gaming, and I was hoping that they would get to Ark. Ark might be like their grand finale because it's been so widely accepted as well.
Coming up next, we have
it's kind of the PC's little darling, right?
Yeah, and the game preview, the X1 game preview's darling as well. Over a million sold in game preview. So
Rod just twittered out a picture of his Elite controller with gears.
Oh my goodness!
And I put it in the DM. Check it out.
Oh, I definitely will. Just give me a second. I saw it out on stage, man. That thing looked incredible.
It looks a little different in the picture that I sent you. Like, you got a much better look at it.
Nice.
Just to let you guys know, I might not be on it all night. I might have to bounce at some point.
Yeah, no problem, man. No
You're
problem.
all good, man.
I just figured, hey, you know, it's just me and Don basically shooting the shit here. doing a live reaction. I was like, yo, actually Don was the one who was like, hey, we should invite Jimmy. I was like, yo, that's a great idea, man.
Cheers for the invites. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it keeps the hate off me.
Yeah, I'm actually really finding this quite fun. Surprisingly, I was quite nervous last night. As soon as I got on, I was like, "Oh, people are actually watching this. Like, this is a thing now."
Yeah, it totally is.
To join me in talking about
And when K-Mega gets passionate about his Madden, doesn't he?
Oh my goodness, you have
Oh,
no
wow.
idea. He will be in that Madden arena. I told him, I was like, dude, there goes your life. There goes your personal life. It's all gone.
Yeah, arena clubs. That's one thing to talk about. That is going to be massive.
And for me, it's
I'll see you in the Halo 5 one. All right?
Yeah, yeah. We can do all our own tournaments and everything, can't we? Just set it up between, like, within kind of like YouTube communities and things like that.
Yes.
Getting people have tournaments. Everyone wants to see maybe Mooch versus Crap. That'd be fun. Yeah, well, maybe not in Halo 5. I don't think they play Halo, do they?
Well, when you're talking about it like that, I'll just let you know the next podcast is ready. We will take on challenges, no doubt.
Hey, so
Next versus
on that same note of like clubs and stuff like that, I remember when I was playing Destiny, and getting a raid together is a pain in the ass in that game, because you have to like go on forums or coordinate with some people, but to have a club just for doing raids, hop in, find somebody that wants to do one, and you can join. That's huge. You don't even have to leave your console.
But it's like the Halo 5, what's it called? God, the words left me now.
Uh-oh.
Are you referring to the campaign?
The groups. No, the groups that you can, the companies. It's like having a company in every single game. And it's the foundations is set above the game, so you don't have to actually rely on the developers making it. It's actually a system-wide feature now.
Yeah, I do have to say, as we're talking about this, have you guys been checking out this gameplay on PC Gamer? This game right here looks like No Man's Sky, but with more realistic like atmosphere, environments, but the transition to go from a planet out into space and stuff like that is all the same.
Interesting.
What's it called?
I didn't see what the. Did you see what the game was called?
It's not called Elite Dangerous.
No,
Excuse me?
I'm gonna put that back on.
Is it Elite Dangerous? Horizon.
Walk me through that.
The one good thing about watching this PC gaming show is because, when it comes to Microsoft and their, I don't know, I guess you could say re-embrace with the PC gaming community and stuff like that. A lot of these games have the possibility, Microsoft will talk to them and stuff. You never know what is going to come to console either. You know what I'm saying? Just look at Ark.
But it's not going to even be that way anymore. It's not going to even be console. PC's Xbox, Xbox is PC, right? So they're trying to blend those lines. So yeah,
Xbox platform. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. So, it does give you a sneak peek because they haven't committed to that yet, but it's going that way, which is cool.
I think they did a great job. No, sorry, I was cutting you off. I thought you were going to stop.
No, dude, we're all excited. We want to talk, so go for it.
I thought they did a great job at their messaging for their merging between the two platforms. This is the first time that I thought they came out and it was clear and it was precise and there was no confusion behind it. It wasn't one game might come down release, one game might be 6 months down the line, you might have to pay for some, you don't know what you're doing. Why would you start investing in something which you have no faith that we're going to carry on? This was them going, look, from now on, it was pretty much on all their exclusives, wasn't it? From now on, all their exclusives are just going to cross over the two, and that's going to affect me. It's a lot of people probably look at that and go, yeah, so what? It's that you're bigger than backwards compatibility news in air quotes, and that would have been one of the things they're on about. And it doesn't affect a lot of people, but I go away at least once a month, and I have nothing to do while I'm away for 3 days to a week.
Coming up next
Now I
is
can
not
just
exactly it is about the
my whole library just goes with me playing
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves as I go. Like I'm sure I'll need to upgrade my laptop to run half of this stuff, but
But it's there.
Yeah.
The option is there. It's going to be
But-
there, and like you said, you'll be able to bring your library where with you wherever you go. And that was one of Phil Spencer's main things. He's like, I want you to be able to bring your games wherever you go, play on whatever device that you want to play on.
What makes PC gaming different? It's the mouse and keyboard.
I mean,
Oh, did we lose people? I'm hearing a little static and stuff like
No,
that.
no. I'm still here, man. I just getting entertained by watching Ubisoft thing right now.
action RPG.
Is
There's
the
like
full
little-
show on right now?
No, it's just still pre-show things.
Okay.
It's an extension of our.
But they're playing Trials, and I like that
It's all
game.
about
So
freedom and customization.
Oh, you think
PC
you think
gamers
another
care
Trials
about
is going
what's
to come
under
out?
the hood. They care about.
no,
they're
they're
playing
just
Fusion.
they're just playing Fusion right now.
Okay,
I
I
never
got
picked
you.
that game up. Have you? Either of you
Yeah.
guys got it?
Which one? Trials?
Favorite key?
Yeah.
The tilde.
I had the
Dude.
first Trials. I didn't
Just
get
imagine PC
the
gaming
other iterations.
without a mouse and keyboard.
When I'm playing Bastion in Overwatch.
Oh, Bastion and
and
Overwatch.
waffle
You're
stomping
talking
movies,
Overwatch.
I need
And
the
all I
precision
hear of when they
that
say
only a
Overwatch,
mouse can do.
it's high noon. McCree, his special.
If I had to pick one word to describe
That
the
game
PC
is such a
keyboard,
phenomenon.
Yeah.
I don't even have it, and I know what you're on about.
That's when you know. That's when you know it grabbed. It grabbed a hold of at least part of the community, a part of the culture.
Do you think it's going to continue to be one? Because there's a couple of games that even if they don't hit like GTA and Minecraft sales, they become what you'd refer to as a phenomenon. Do you think it's going to continue, or do you think in a month's time people will drop it like a sack of shit?
Well, I think there's definitely going to be there's going to be a group of people that will keep playing it just because it's Blizzard, and Blizzard supports their games for a long time, and Blizzard is so respected and so loved that there's a Blizzard fan base out there that will just play their games almost religiously. All right, do I think it's going to be as big as like you said, you didn't even play the game, but you know about the high noon reference and stuff like that? Is it going to maintain that? I don't think so. But it's still going to be supported. It's still going to be played, and it's not going to go away. I can almost guarantee that.
Why aren't you guys doing that?
What,
So Halo Wars
Records
2,
Collector's
we wanted to
Edition?
make sure that we were,
Yeah.
coming out on Win 10 as well. So
Yeah, you got a statue with it.
on both platforms
What
at
is
the
this?
same
Is
time.
it a girl or is it the dog? Like the dog
February
thing?
21st,
No, it's both.
2017.
Both.
It's a girl and the dog, like on a little rock.
We're on the floor around this week as well. So it's been a really great.
Can I ask your thoughts on what you thought of Recall? Because I'm going to be very controversial with mine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What
What do you guys think of it?
Controversial? I thought it was rad. I don't know about you guys.
I thought it looked really cool. Just like the different robots that you put the orbs in have different abilities and stuff like that. Graphically, I thought it looked really good. It seemed to be a theme this year when it comes to deserts, and I think I said it in the live reaction. What's going on with deserts? Because all these deserts just look beautiful, like in what we've seen at this E3 and stuff. I think it's bigger than what a lot of people said it was gonna be, and I'm pretty pumped for it. I can't wait to get my hands on it. But I love controversy. So Jimmy, what do you think about the game?
So Gamescom last year, I walked away really excited for Recall, and I didn't really care about Scalebound. I really don't like if anything's got like even a little bit of influence or like Japanese influence, I just don't like that style of games. I'm a sucker for like Dynasty Warriors, like that's my little guilty pleasure. But anything other than that, I really can't stand. And I came away today the complete opposite. My jaw hit the floor at Scalebound, and I didn't get any energy at all from Recall. I just kept looking at the animations, and it looked quite stiff, and I was trying to flip between your reactions and I was watching the event player on my Xbox. So maybe I was missing it a bit because there was a couple of second gap. I think you guys were running about a minute behind at that point. So I was trying to keep up with the chat and do both. So I need to watch it again. But yeah, I came away a little bit dry in it.
Yeah, underwhelming, good word to use as like your opinion on it.
Yes, yeah, perfect word.
Huh. Interesting.
But the complete opposite on Scalebound, which is not the kind of game that I usually go for.
See, and it's funny
Yeah, you and me are totally flipped there, Jimmy.
Yeah, when it comes to Scalebound, there was certain things like the textures of the stuff that the hero or the character was standing on, they were a little underwhelming to me. There was parts like some of the light reflections off of the monsters and the dragon in general. I mean, overall the graphics look good, but there was some low res textures on when you started to get closer to the monster and stuff like that, which, you know, not for anything, it does come out 2017, so like they might do something with that. All in all, when it comes to Scalebound, I thought the combat and everything looked really good. I'm excited for that. When it comes to Recore, when you said about the stiff animations, I did see some of that when your main character, the girl, when she was running, it did feel a little bit stiff and stuff like that. But I guess I'm just looking at the more.
Sorry to cut you off, mate. Ubisoft is kicking off.
All right. So I guess I'm just looking at, like, I guess you could say the grander scale of the game. Like, you know, there's a lot of Grand Theft Auto fans out there, and by no means is Grand Theft Auto perfect when it comes to animations, when it comes to things like that. But everybody loves the game, and it's a good game. I guess I'm kind of looking at Recore in that sense. It looks like it could be a really good game, and I could possibly look past some of the stiffness in the animation and still really enjoy it. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys.
Well, sometimes stiffness in animation is the transition from like telling it to do one set of movements to another, and so that sometimes leads to better gameplay by having that stiffer animation. Sometimes fluid animation kind of gets in the way. You see that issue with Assassin's Creed. You see that issue with what's the Sony exclusive that everyone likes? I can't remember. Uncharted. Uncharted's like that.
Well,
you know, kind of sometimes it feels clunky, but the animation's smooth. Yeah, the animation's smooth, but the interaction's sometimes clunky.
Okay.
Right? So sometimes when you flip that around, when the animation's a little clunkier looking, it's because they're cutting from one animation to the other, and so there's not that smooth transition, but the reaction's better, right? So sometimes that's a trade-off that's going on there if you're looking at games from afar.
Yeah, and shout out to Game Filter. He said that, you know, Recore has his interest. You know, he cited about, you know, from the Metroid Prime team. So he's looking forward to it as well. I don't know, like, Jimmy, you know, in the end, opinions are great. You know, having different people with different opinions, like, causes really good conversations. And so I don't want everybody to think the same thing all the time. And it's good to have somebody who has a different perspective on a game like Recore, man. So yeah, never be afraid to you know, share exactly how you feel about what you see and stuff like that, because we definitely want to know.
I never am. I like what I like, and yeah, not everyone's got that.
That's it,
stuff, so.
Guys. Jimmy likes what he likes, and that's it. All right. Yeah.
You say you're not one of those guys that gets angry when other people don't like what you like?
Except if it's Halo, then they can right up.
I'm gonna have to agree with Jimmy on that one. Oh man, we didn't see a Halo 3 anniversary either. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I really thought they were gonna, but yeah, maybe it was a fake leak.
Dude, that
it's everything you see on the internet, you know.
What I saw, it wasn't fake, dude. What I saw, I could give you a 90% it wasn't fake.
Yeah, but some things you can create really well if you do.
Well, you got
graphics,
Gamescom and stuff like that as well. They can't like shoot their entire load here. Are you keeping an eye on that, sir? All right, cool.
Yeah, they're just doing the introduction in the audience right
Yeah,
now.
we turned over.
No smoking, please. Steve, one applause. Thank you.
Oh yes, I do have one more thing.
Game filter is like, you don't like Halo? Burn it with fire. In other words, set anything on fire that doesn't like Halo.
I
Wow.
agree.
Wait, Record comes with Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts?
Really?
Instant buy.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have it like twice, but okay. Let me let my son know. Hey, Mad Skills, did you know that Recore actually comes with Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts? Dude, get Recore. That'd be like the third time we own that game.
We're happy that you're here. And it's not E3 without an awkward fan interaction.
I deny everything. Sorry, Rick. Sorry.
I got proper Banjo-Kazooie vibes at Sea of Thieves.
Dude, I love that it still holds that animation and that look of Rare. You just bump that up times like 100 for Sea of Thieves. That I am really excited for that game.
Yeah, Game Filter's just put a thing in chat as well. Crackdown 3. I didn't even think of that. They showed so much.
Oh, we pointed it out though. We're like, hey, where was Crackdown 3? Yeah.
I bet you that's going to be Gamescom, to be honest with you.
Give them a little more time to kind of iron out any problems that they might be having.
It would be very easy for them to have problems with what they're trying to achieve with that.
Yeah.
Alright, so they got hip-hop dancers. What is going on?
My Twitch is fresh.
Alright, we should shut this off now.
I bet K-Mega's dancing to this right now.
Oh man, I'm gonna make this part of the new intro for the next podcast. How many people would like to see that? Come on now. I'll have our little names. We need 2 more dancers. 2 more dancers got to get in here.
Oh, someone would so Photoshop all your faces on it.
Oh no!
It's not like I'm shy of sharing
right.
my face, man. I've been sharing my face all over Twitter the last couple weeks.
Oh no. I'm having some real bad buffer problems. I'm dancing.
Yeah, I know, Wicked won another Just Dance. Now.
No, this is not Just Dance. This is getting costume and dance.
Dance Nation, my groove. Go ahead, Mega Chris. Now, I like innovation. I like different types of games. When it comes to like the dancing games, I'd rather play Dance Central than any of these other ones. And that's only for a very limited time. Yeah, my son pointed out the giraffe. There, giraffe front and center.
Is that the Toys R Us giraffe?
He needs money.
You know what? I can't wait to tune into like crap and Mooch and Zay's reactions to all that because they're just going to destroy it.
I think they're cheering because it's over. Yeah, because it stopped. Matt Skills, yeah, he said the same. He's like, they're cheering because it stopped.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys were confusing and awesome. And my mom has those boots, by the way. She wants them back. Ladies and gentlemen, you know when you see a dancing crab and a baby bird with a paper collar that you could only be at the Ubisoft E3 press conference.
You know what? At least they embraced it. Just like, yeah, ours have been kind of weird.
Yeah.
So this is going to go full blown weird.
Take a moment to do something that's going to feel a little incongruous and potentially even uncomfortable for some of you. There's no smooth or easy way to do this, but we all felt really strongly when we were rehearsing today that we needed to say this. So before we start, everyone here at Ubisoft, want to offer our deepest sympathies to the people affected by this weekend's tragedy in Orlando. Our hearts, the hearts of everyone in Paris, in France, in the United States, and around the world are with you.
The chick with the blue diamond on her eye, she's trying to breathe regular.
I think she's going to pass out. What she did, she just dropped, hit the floor.
The one closest to the presenter. One talking.
It actually looks like if I walked through the front doors at Rare, what I'd see.
No, Rare would be cooler. Don't you even. Don't do that, man.
I'm sorry. Should I just leave?
Hey, you should say that about your home studio out in UK.
Oh no, it was a compliment on their craziness.
Okay.
They are crazy. Some of the videos they put on YouTube are absolutely hilarious.
Just watch the start of Rare Replay.
Exactly.
Will be coming to all video game platforms and PC in October and to the Nintendo NX next year. Yes.
Just dance. Just stop dancing.
Just stop.
Just stop. 2018.
Just stop now.
Don't even put a year on it. Just put now. Just stop now.
And you probably didn't shower today.
Matt Skillz agrees with you, by the way, Jimmy. Just want to let you know.
There's no judgment here. I am Aisha Tyler, and I'm standing in the historic Orpheum Theater in vaguely beautiful yet faintly urine-scented downtown.
Wow. She said urine-scented.
It's true, right?
She called it.
It's underneath everything. And the badges are on
Yeah, Mega Chris, it's the thing to do. I mean, I feel bad for what happened, trust me. But, you know, a lot of people will take tragedy and try to show that they are quote-unquote sympathetic. I'm pretty sure, you know, the people personally really care about that ordeal. There are some people that don't give a shit out there. I will let you know that as well. But when a company comes out in a public event, they do try to show that, hey, look, we are sympathetic. We recognize the current situation and stuff like that happens. But
I think it's important.
So
it's important
the
if
Xbox
it's genuine to me, dude.
Yeah, this is off that subject, but the Xbox S doesn't have a Connect plug.
And then I'm not getting it.
There was.
I'm looking at the back. HDMI in and out. 2 USBs. Your IR blaster. Your Ethernet port. That's it.
I play these games, I adore them, and I love being a part of the excitement that comes with revealing new games to the world. Every day, every year when I do this, I'm like a kid in a candy store.
What's weird, part of the Kinect is integrated into that console, though.
Okay.
Is it?
Because the IR blaster is part of it. That's what's on the bottom right corner of the black area. So it controls your television and all that stuff still. But it doesn't have a camera, it looks like.
All right. Before they really start showing games, if they are really going to start showing games, Jimmy, do you have any expectations for the Ubisoft conference, man?
I want to see For Honor. Me and a friend watched that a couple of times last year, and he pointed out it's like Star Wars Battlefront with. I'm talking about 1 and 2. It's like Star Wars Battlefront with swords, because it has the capture points, and you can get getting followed around by squads, all that kind of stuff. Let's see more on that. Maybe see what the next Assassin's Creed is going to be. I know there's not one coming, but maybe they've got to be working on it.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna see Sam Fisher, man.
Uh-oh, she dropped the F-bomb.
Yeah.
Ghost Recon. I thought. Okay. I thought the reveal for this last year was good.
To follow me or oppose me.
And this is what it looks like on the Scorpio.
Oh, can you imagine?
Give you shelter, medicine, and jobs. Shield you from the tyrants.
Oh man, that was a lot of money.
Maybe that's a cocaine run, it looks like.
It's blood money, man. Blood money.
I give you power.
Yep.
I make you rich. But most of all, I
Ow.
But for those that oppose me, I have only one thing to offer. A promise. To take everything you love and destroy it in front of your eyes.
I'm smelling the division.
I'm waiting for gameplay.
Yeah, I don't like when they do this stuff. To be honest with you,
I don't care if
I
they
want
do
to see
like
game.
cutscene type CGI type stuff in the beginning. Just don't let it run too long and show me what the game's gonna look like.
Hit the money, hit the drugs, then hit the king.
Okay. Like I said, show me gameplay. Come on out and show me gameplay and we'll be all set.
In Bolivia.
Wow, Chris, really? You crazy, man.
It's found in every gas station, every hospital, and every town square. And they use it for a variety of things.
Oh yeah, Filter. I absolutely love my Connect. That's why I'm kind of. I'll keep my Elite until the Scorpio comes out.
It can also be used to make cocaine. So we asked what
If you've got the IR blaster on it and you've got Cortana though, you're gonna need it.
took over the entire country. Seized all of those coca resources to become the #1.
If you're gonna play Just Stop Now, then yeah, fair enough. But if you're just gonna say Xbox on and stuff like that, and sorry if I've just turned everyone's Xboxes on. They should already be on, but
Don't worry.
You might not need it.
The bot is more guilty of that than you are, because every time you have to call his name when you're playing.
Yeah, before the preview, man, all you had to do was say my gamer tag, and like your X1 would be like, "Hey, what? What do you need? What? I got you. I heard you."
Hi everybody, my name is Dominic Butler.
The funny thing is, he did that right before the console came out, so he would troll everybody. He's gonna change his gamer tag to Cortana soon.
You know what? I gotta paint myself blue before I leave the house as well.
Dangerous open world that you can play entirely in solo or in up to 4-player co-op. With beautiful environments set across a variety of different ecosystems.
Yeah, right.
That will challenge
Can
and
you
influence
not
your
do that
gameplay at
anymore?
every step of the way. All of this takes place in the largest action-adventure open world Ubisoft has ever done. Now, in the gameplay we're about to show you,
Gameplay.
the ghosts already have a target. His name is El Pozzolero. He's known as the Stew Maker because he makes the bodies disappear.
You can tell by the gear that's what he
Ghosts know
does.
that their target is in a large Santa
He sounds friendly.
somewhere in the San Mateo province.
Stew Maker.
They don't know where yet exactly. And because Ghost Recon Wildlands gives
See, the reason why he doesn't have to wear a mask is he's got that mustache. It works as a natural filter.
we put the power back in the player's hands,
It grows it long.
their way.
Yeah.
In this case, the ghosts know that their target has some vital intel. They want to take him alive, so they've opted for a tactical extraction. Let's go get that intel.
Okay, let's go get it.
I hope there isn't like 4 levels that you can do any way you want, but there's only 4 guys to take down. I hope it's expansive.
Yeah, good point, dude. Very good point.
Because it could be like that.
Looks like it's upstairs.
Copy that.
Need any help?
Nah, I got this.
Okay, I'll take a look around.
Right, let's try to keep it stealthy.
I tell you what, this makes me want to turn on the Division and play that instead.
Yeah, these could be like raids, and then you've just got Afghan to go about. if you in like the free roam.
Yeah, just the gameplay reminds me of it, even though Ghost Recon's the original.
Oh shit, I've been spotted. You good? Yep, got it. Just moving upstairs. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, I got the intel on El Pozolero. He's in a camp up in San Mateo.
Cool, how far is it?
We could use a ride. You got a car out there?
No, something better.
Oh, nice.
You ready to fly?
Like the gameplay looks good, but like Jimmy said, there's just a question on how expansive this is actually gonna be. But of course, you know, they'll always offer DLC.
According to the intel, the camp should be near
This looks incredible.
Yeah.
He's gonna be well protected.
I didn't take the plunge on the Division. Something stuck out on it that it didn't quite sit right, and it was what happened, was the support, and it just kind of died off. This is more up my street.
Got it. We are on our... I hear this El Pozolero guy is supposed to be a hard target.
How bad does it look?
See for yourself.
Yo, Chris. Chris, you are a very welcome part of the chat, man. That is awesome.
Damn. Looks like a whole lot of trouble.
Right, Mega Chris? Yo, like that really did look good.
One less to worry about.
The town's not so much, but like that backdrop, the nature type scenery looked absolutely amazing.
You're gonna feel so Special Forces when you play this.
So you don't like the shanty towns?
I do.
I got eyes on a sniper.
For a town being out in that area, like the colors are really bright and that's cool, but to me it doesn't match the environment that much. You'd see a lot of like wind scraped graffiti and stuff like that, as opposed to this really colorful type stuff right here.
Yeah.
My own opinion, though. I'm just saying.
It's how the graffiti is out there, but you're right. It would be a little bit more weathered.
Yeah. I mean, after watching Microsoft's conference, you could be picky about anything now.
Looks like an old
Yeah, that's not fair,
It's
to be
not
honest
fair.
with you.
I wonder if everybody else that was doing conferences just looked at what Microsoft did and was like, "Oh shit."
I think they did.
I think like Ubisoft just embraced it. Like, there's been weird moments in their conferences in the past, and they're like, we're just gonna roll with weird.
Red gloves, gas mask. He's got
Yeah, that is cool.
Got it. And another one down.
Another one bites the dust.
Through. Gotcha. Okay, I'm close to the building. Try to find a way in. You saw anything else?
Man, I think he was dissolving somebody.
Like in a can of acid or something.
Yeah.
Filter, you need a recharge? Man, I've been waiting all year for this day. Me and Don are going strong. Right, Don?
Yeah, after this, though, I have to go get some food.
I ate French fries.
I'm running off pure coffee right now.
Like a true Italian.
Yeah, I've done like 3 streams in a row.
Dude, that guy was... Oh, that's not cool, man. That guy was just trying to work out. Get fit for his lady. Shot in the back of the head.
Oh.
Going in.
Don't let this guy get away.
See him. We'll talk about nightmare fuel.
Call us if you need us.
He's just trying to take a selfie.
Yeah, I know, right? He took his suppressor off.
Why would you do that? Is there an advantage to doing that?
No.
Where is he?
Outside of just want to scare him?
Range.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start ramping up.
Oh, you see that explosion? That looked good.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Shit, no, he's moving too fast. Went the other way.
Do you remember at the last year of the 360 life cycle, the graphics just started? It took like a massive jump.
Yeah.
I feel like we're seeing that this year with these consoles.
Yeah, a little bit. I agree.
Like they've just started to find their groove a little bit. I know there's like a lot that they can do with it still, but they really seem to be getting more comfortable with it.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely, dude. Definitely.
Honestly, it takes a couple of years to kind of build your engine
Yeah.
around that hardware. So.
Straight headshot, Mega Chris. That was sick. Mega Chris agrees. I think he agrees with what Jimmy said about these games are just looking incredible this time around.
Yep.
Like the developers are really starting to get a handle on the hardware, and like Don said, it takes a couple years, you know, to kind of wrap an engine around this hardware.
And I think if like what we've got in the middle of it is these indies, because they're cheap and nasty and they make good business sense. I can live with that. I think. I don't buy them anyway, so.
Yo, even K Mega said the indies that they showed the ID at Xbox, they look a lot more polished and stuff like that as well now.
Yeah, they do.
I gotta agree with them. That game, The Culling, I know I've said it like about 5 times already. That game is that's gonna be a really fun game, dude.
Have you played it on PC? Have you, Xbox?
I've watched it, and I've watched like a lot of gameplay on it, and I've wanted to play it, and I am very happy that it's coming to console.
Jeez.
How many times do you think they had to do that to get that take right? To get the bike to go under
The
it?
coordination, like they had to do all that.
Please have an attack helicopter coming after you. No, it's too much to ask for. That was awesome.
Kind of reminds me of how they showed off the Division a couple of years ago. We had this specially like coordinated team that was perfect.
Head over to ghostrecon.com right now for all the latest news.
When in real life it's just 4 of you like sloth
Yeah.
like, hey you guys.
Yeah, basically.
Co-op demos, and we would love for you to try it. We want to get your feedback. Ghost Recon Wildlands will be released on March 7th.
Yeah, Filter, man, go eat something for me too, man. I'll eat eventually. Like I said, I had some French fries, but need something with a little more substance eventually.
Beer.
Ubi 3. Uh-oh.
Snowdrop.
States is escalating at an alarming pace. The statistics are staggering. Urban centers are oversaturated with violence.
Is this back on Division?
I think so. That would be my guess.
I didn't hear anything about a virus or anything.
Dissolution of moral structure, international conspiracies, a multi-billion-dollar drug trade. No one knows the source, and authorities are helpless in stopping this epidemic of crime. Civilization is being pushed to the brink. To stem the rising tide of violence and re-establish order, extreme steps must be taken. The question becomes...
South Park.
Oh, what? What?
I think the term's bait and switch.
Dude, I have respect for that.
I had the team put together a trailer. We just took some stuff from Snowdrop and said, make a cool trailer, and that's what it puts out. So that's kind of the way that goes. But all that chaos, all that scary stuff is totally true. Thankfully, the Coon is up to the occasion. And who better to defend the town of South Park and really Colorado and really the world than superheroes or kids in superhero costumes. So, like the Coon, I need some help from some friends. Please welcome Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Oh, here we go. Oh, they got seats and everything. That's beautiful.
I had it
sit down.
I know, it's an exhausting walk all the way from there. So let's talk about the story. Everybody wants to know what's going on in the fractured but whole.
Don't know yet.
Yeah.
Well, it picks up where the Stick of Truth kind of left off. You're the new kid. If you played Stick of Truth, you would know that you're the new kid who moved to South Park. And so the game's really about who you are, and you kind of define who you are in South Park. But whereas the Stick of Truth was like a fantasy send-up, and you end up being the king.
Hey, everybody in the chat, what did you guys play Stick of Truth? If you did, are you excited for another South Park like that? Because I absolutely love South Park. I just let you guys know.
About something, so they're in the Civil War part of their and in fact,
hey, Don and Jimmy, did you guys play Stick of Truth?
But we had already taken that.
No, it's on my list though.
No, I didn't either.
I love South Park, man.
It's a true story. That's extremely
I like how they said Marvel wanted to call their next movie The Fractured Butthole.
the fact that, in Stick of Truth, you really rose to being cool because you became king. But in this game, they've kind of switched games, and so you're back to being a douchebag again.
So let's see if the douchebag was able to make it.
They switch games, so you're back to being a douchebag again.
Real gameplay.
Oops.
Dude, what the fuck? Who let this ordinary citizen into the Q layer? Listen, bro, we are all superheroes, and you aren't, so you can't hang out with us. Please do us all a solid and fuck off.
I think I need to pick it up. It's supposed to be really good, isn't it? Stick of Truth.
Hey! Do not touch that! That device can blow up the entire Milky Way galaxy. Jesus, fuck! Mom! The new kid is trying to play with the cube of ultimate destruction! You be nice to all your friends, Eric. Be a good sharer. Good sharer in a blow the fucking galaxy! Look, dude, we already told you, you can't play. You aren't a superhero. You don't have a costume. You don't have any superpowers. Freedom Pals are adding people to their franchise. We should be adding people to ours. This dork, like, wearing a little crown? Does this look like a superhero to you? All right.
Destroy Galaxy. Oh, come on. I would hate it.
Not there. That's Mysterion Seed. Not there either. All right, in order to play superheroes, you have to have a superhero persona. Then you can fill out your character sheet on Kunstagram. Do you have a Kunstagram page? Oh boy, you're not even on Kunstagram, huh? Well, I guess I can create one for you. So the first thing we need to fill out on your character sheet is your class. What kind of superhero are you?
Do you even want to watch this?
Huh?
I'm trying to find the art people.
Speedster. Yes, like the Flash or Quicksilver. I like it.
Yes. Wow. Woo. That's what I'm thinking. Wow.
It was really important to us to be able to, and you guys, to be able to really create your own superhero. So that you saw on that UI that there are a dozen different superhero classes you can choose from. You mix and match powers from those classes and really make a superhero all your own. But what else is new in the Fractured But Whole?
Well, I mean, that's obviously. I mean, it's definitely more of a. There's definitely more of defining your character and kind of. In superhero movies, there's always like the intense emotional center that like motivates why you have to go out and fight crime. So it's a much, as you can already tell, it's a much more spiritual. It's a more spiritual game. It's much more about.
There's actually a part of it that I'm really proud of, where there's a gay fish in South Park, and he loves fish sticks, and the gay fish actually wants you to help him get his mother into heaven. And so you get to journey up and try to help this little gay fish get his mom into heaven. And you're all acting like this shit.
Shit is hard.
This shit is hard.
It was hard.
I love Ubisoft conferences.
If you didn't see the Kanye thing, that won't make it.
Definitely unique, man. Yeah.
But we also Cartman's the one who's kind of in charge of telling each superhero what their tragic backstory was that made them a superhero, and so this is what he comes up with.
Oh goodness.
Who let this guy join us anyway? Go easy on him.
Machos.
He's had enough life. It's time they learned your tragic backstory. You lay awake that night, like so many other nights. You couldn't sleep because you knew you weren't like the other people. You walked to the mirror. You looked in the mirror and you felt alone. And that's when it happened. A loud noise. You swore you could calling for help. You left your room. You left your room.
Leave your room.
Seriously, dude, just walk through the door already?
See, that's why I would play this game.
And what you saw when you opened that door changed your life forever and led you to fighting crime. You were too late, because when you opened that door, you saw your dad fuck your mom. What? Butthole doesn't trust anyone because his dad fucked his mom and couldn't do anything to stop it. That doesn't make any sense. How could the person you trust do that to the only other person you love? Carmen, everyone's dad fucked everyone's mom. Huh? That's how it works, stupid. Our dads fucked our moms. Oh, right. So does that mean your dad fucked your mom, Cam? Huh? Yes, my dad fucked my mom. That's why I'm here. Don't steal his backstory, dude.
Oh my goodness.
I can see there's a lot of people that relate to that story.
Yeah, it's very personal for us, and apparently that does touch a lot of people.
There's very few people that can at least relate to it at some level.
Filter, I was just watching the show. Did Givemeister pop up on my screen?
We got that one out. So obviously that's pretty brutal. We've got another thing in South Park that's brutal, our combat, and we worked on that a lot together.
Yo, Solo, South Park's crazy, man. You got to admit, just the little extra things that they put in, like when they said like he left his room and he go over and play. He left his room, like stuff like that. Absolutely hilarious.
My house afterwards and play board games. I'm a big board gamer, so we play all like my favorite board games and tabletop miniature type of games and figure out how to, we still wanted to keep some of the turn-based stuff because it really makes it easier to do story, and so we just tried to do a big 4.0 version of Stick of Truth.
Right. I mean, all of those sessions, it's a lot of very real clarity that comes from that. So what we ended up putting in is they'll combat space and time.
Space and time.
So let's talk about it first. Let's talk about space.
Whoa.
Restricted to a
What is
location
that?
anymore. Now you can move to get into tactical positions on your enemies. Ooh. You can also move to get behind cover. You can push and pull enemies. To you. You can knock them into props and get a little extra damage. You can knock them into other characters and get an extra attack. You can use some of your powers like Tweak here to get over obstacles. So obviously using space makes
Guys, we're getting some interference here. It's TheDon.
What's up?
Yeah, you were getting some interference. There was some feedback coming in.
It's like, oh really?
Like, yeah, it was a little kind of like a hum type thing that started getting louder. I don't know.
Oh, that's the lawnmower outside. Sorry, guys.
Oh. Wow. Tell them to stop.
That's
They don't even know what's going on today.
I was going to say, Mark's out there right now. Do you know what day this is?
And lawn mowing outside.
Do you know what day this is? How could you?
Mastering space and time makes a huge difference. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. Let's bring it out with big volume.
I'm not too sure about that whole board game base thing. I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool.
Well, it's a turn-based game, so the problem with like turn-based is a lot of time it's like kind of luck, but you take the luck out of it because you have a strategy where you place your character. I thought it was pretty cool.
See, I like the turn-based better, I think, but I haven't really got my hands on.
Well, it's still turn-based. It's not turn-based. It's just in your choices you can choose where you put your characters, along with your attack or abilities or whatever you're gonna do.
Anyone who buys the
Fractured Butthole
will get the Stick of Truth for PS4, Xbox One.
What?
For free. If you pre-purchase the game today.
That's cool.
Pre-purchase the game today, Fractured Butthole that is, and you can start playing Stick of Truth right
What?
now.
That's awesome. No, they need to stop mowing the lawn.
I'll turn my mic down.
I was say, don't make me start walking over there, man.
That was the Civil War Fractured Butthole part of it.
People want to know the release date probably too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what is
I'm putting my money on December 6th.
So what do you guys think, yo? Fractured Butthole, you get Stick of Truth for free, and you can play Stick of Truth like right now when you pre-ordered. That's pretty good.
I think that's perfect. I was looking at that thinking I'd love to pick it up, but I'm gonna have to get the first one. Whereas now it's just, I think it's a great trend for people to do it.
I think they
carry
specifically
on
thought
as
of
well.
you, Jimmy. That's what I think happened. They're like, you know, we got to really entice Jimmy here to get this game. We'll give
They
him the
need my money.
original.
On a superhero franchise. Now let's go through the movie one more time. First, we start with the Coon movie. Then we do the Super Craig movie. Then Super Craig and Coon will go into
Wow, they are making so much fun of Marvel right now.
I want a movie too. You have a movie, Mysterion. You're in the third Coon and Friends United movie after your Netflix series. Yeah, but he says he doesn't ever get his own movie. Do I get my own movie? Not everyone gets their own movie.
Not everyone gets their own movie.
Right, start with a black superhero. Marvel is making a black superhero movie. Yeah, now. They waited years to get to that. Stick the black guy in phase 3. How about we do movies starring all of us, like all the time? But then we're just rehashing the same old material.
Made fun of JJ.
He just likes to play because he gets 2 movies in phase 1. God, we have to just go with this plan. We don't even have 1 movie yet. How did it get to this? How did we grow so far apart? You go with the plan. Maybe we'll just go and do our own franchise. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you want Civil War? Is that what you want? Yeah, dude, Civil War. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Get out of my house. We'll make way more money on our franchise. Go ahead. I bet you don't even get halfway through phase 1 on your franchise, DC Comics.
DC Comics.
I thought Civil War was supposed to happen until phase 3. Shut up, Super.
That makes it a lot more interesting too, cause I love the Marvel like cinematic universe. That is awesome.
But you leave me no choice. Did I just hear someone use a microaggression?
Wow. Wow, guys, that was pretty cool right there. Come on, I got
Yeah,
it.
that was good. That was good.
If you have been playing that drinking game at home, you probably fell asleep on your
Yeah, you probably fell asleep on your computer.
And now we move from the flatulent, prepubescent superheroes of South Park to the snowy, post-pandemic streets of New York in Tom Clancy's Division. Thanks to
I'm gonna have to tell my lawnmower to stop it.
It's the moment everybody's been waiting for the UV. You know, the Division.
High-value targets and trying to get your hands on the best loot in the dark zone. Well, here to tell us
It's gonna be all their DLC, right?
Yeah, definitely DLC. I want to see the underground DLC. My wife actually picked up the season pass and everything like that, so I am interested to see what they are offering with all this.
Yeah, we need to play that because I haven't done much of it yet, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, we definitely go in together, yeah.
I'm not actually that short.
No, you're actually taller than me without these shoes on. I'm sorry.
I'll go with it. And thanks to all the Division players out there who are so passionate about our game.
It's a cool ass game. And you guys have been adding all kinds of new stuff to the game.
All kinds
since
of
it
new
debuted.
stuff, huh?
We heard just a little while ago about the Underground, so do you want to tell us more about what's going on with
Absolutely. So, in Underground, you and your team will be fighting against a dangerous threat hidden beneath the streets of New York City. And every time you play, the challenge is unique. That means endless replayability and even better rewards the further you go.
Really?
Okay, so, I mean, one of the coolest things about this game is it is open world, it is so robust, and you're making it
Jimmy, if I get thoroughly like entrenched in this and they start pulling me into like, yeah, the Division, try to pull me back, all right, man?
Yeah, I'm frozen right now, so, and I don't have the Division, so I really can't pull you away from it with anything. Right, okay, I'm going to talk about 8 million ways to design your own controller.
There we go. I'm back.
You're going to get a green one with Xbox on it.
Nah, I have an Elite. That's all I need, man.
Of course.
I have an Elite. I have the Halo. I have the Halo paddles and all that good stuff for it. So
I think I'll have to treat my girlfriend to like a hot pink one with black buttons on it.
Nice.
And then play with it myself because it looks Gucci.
We need pictures on Twitter, by the way, if you're going to do that.
You get an outfit. You get an outfit. Chad, you get the
Beast Fire just about an hour ago put a post up on Twitter to Jamie Morant with Joey from Friends pointing and laughing. He's doing no stick.
I saw Splinter Cell behind him, and I'm like, huh, what?
Yeah.
Without getting arrested, like I typically do. So we've got Underground. We've got dope new outfits. More.
We've got one more expansion.
I'm still listening to the stream through you guys. Mine's just broke.
Oh man.
Oh well, I had a good run.
It's a completely new way of playing the game. And you'll be able to play it very soon.
Yeah, right, Mega Chris? Sam! When can Sam get his own game again?
This is survival.
There we go, I'm back.
The blizzard was getting worse, but we had to investigate the rumors of a killer.
Oh, shoot.
The storm took everything. No food, no water, temperature dropping. We are not alone out here. In this world, it's hunter against prey.
Alright, I wonder if they're going to show the actual gameplay, though. Again. Ow.
Zombies.
The storm doesn't care if you live or die. But some of us will survive.
It was all CGI, though, man. It wasn't game. Oh, wow. That's game. That's game. Yeah.
Now, for Ubisoft, VR is the perfect technology for making gaming.
Another VR.
Built in just about everyone's going to know how to play the minute they put on their headsets. So, here to take us into the world of Eagle Flight, please welcome creative director.
Oh, Eagle Flight. Yeah, I heard. I definitely heard about this.
How does that guy have any grass left?
What's up? Yeah, I know, right? We just like to thank the Don's neighbor.
Oh, still getting the mower?
Little bit.
Every now and again.
Man, I thought he was far enough away. Sorry, guys.
It's all right, man.
Man, there's always something with a motor
Mega
involved
Chris,
with me,
that
man.
whole thing on that expansion for the Division. Come on, agree with me. We didn't see much, man.
Every time I play.
That's not true. But I mean, we've been playing this game for months at Oculus.
Right, before we get on to the amazingness of flying around like a bird in VR, I'm going to have to bounce.
All right, man.
Jimmy.
Thanks
for
stopping
having me on
by,
again.
man.
Yo, thanks for coming through, man. I really appreciate it, dude.
No, anytime. Yeah, I need to speak to you guys outside of offline as well. I need to run something by you.
Oh,
See you
okay.
soon, guys.
All right, Jim.
It's called Capture the Prey, and 2 teams of 3 will battle it out in the skies over Paris.
Over Paris.
We have the blue team.
They should put googly eyes like right over the front of the.
That would be awesome, dude.
And the red team, led by Jason Holtman, with his 2 wingmen, Andre and Charlie. The rules
Straight
are simple.
Oculus is right
It's a
there.
capture the flag game, and we will play best of 3. So if we're ready to go, let's fly.
Let's fly, man. Pick your bird.
So we can see the
Oh
first
man.
location of the prey right there at the foot.
You
I'm kind of glad they're all sitting down. I don't want to see any tragedies happen to anyone on stage.
You must poop on this person's head.
Team, taking the object and bringing it to a goal. All right, maybe not the greatest analogy in the world, but you get the idea. Teamwork
There was
is
popping
key
like
to
crazy.
succeeding
Did
in
you
this
see
game.
that?
Yeah.
Paris has been reclaimed by nature. We can see the Champ de Mars.
Dude, I'm still seeing it.
overrun
Like,
now with beautiful trees and undergrowth and nature and escaped animals from the zoo, like those giraffes over there. Olivier has the rabbit and is making his way over to the nest right now. He's trying to stay low, using shortcuts, weaving in and out of the trees, taking little alleyways and tunnels.
See, the problem is this is the problem with like VR, like stage demos like this.
don't do it justice.
You can't even, yeah, you can't even tell it's VR.
Oh, and he's been hit by Andre. And the rabbit is down. Charlie's got it. So the red team in possession. Oh no. Killed by Vicky. Who's going to pick it up? They're not far from the nest now.
Jimmy Eat Rose.
What do you say?
He says, check those PS2 graphics.
There's the nest. Are Blue going to score first? Yes, they are. 1-0 to the blue team.
Wow.
Yeah, well done, guys. Okay, remember, it's best of 3, so the red team need to score.
Oh, so they yell at each other and then it brings down the other bird? I don't understand.
I don't understand. Whoa.
Tunnels, utilizing gusts of winds and thermals to get a speed boost. Andre looks like he's got a bit of a free run at the moment.
This kind of reminds me of the GameCube version of Legend of Zelda, like the look.
Yeah.
Andre staying low. Jason.
I mean, I know we're not getting the feel like you said, because with these type of demos, you can't really, it can't express what you're feeling when you're playing the game.
Yeah, well, like even like you tell they weren't even moving their heads around a whole lot when they switched to the cameras to each one of the eagles. So
That's a good point. I didn't even see that detail, man.
yeah, because you notice it's just like your first-person perspective on a plane. Nothing seems very VR about it except for it's a heads-up display, right?
Yeah.
Shot of Vicky taking him out there. Vicky inside the Eiffel Tower, utilizing the thermals. But Jason, when the rabbit gets the final score, no. Vicky with the steal.
I mean, I guess it's an interesting concept. I want to kind of give him a little bit of credit, but
I can fly, yay! Mega Chris, man.
Not far to go now.
This looks like something more or less I would expect from, because you know like how they said Nintendo is kind of delaying the NX to put in
For
VR or
VR
whatever.
spec.
I can kind
Yeah.
of see them doing something like this, you know?
yeah, it does seem like something that would be good for their audience.
To the Ubisoft booth and the Oculus booth to try it out yourselves. So we'd love to come and see you down there. Thanks very much. Have a great E3.
Oh, we already did. It's called Microsoft Conference, guy.
Was he trying to say this is the future?
No, he said have a great E3. I was like, we already did. Saw the Microsoft Conference.
I actually got to play an early version of this game last year here at E3, and I'm not going to lie to you, it was like super alpha, and I peed a little. Like it wasn't even very good, and it was awesome. So this is going to be incredible. I really encourage you to check it out. Eagle Flight is going to be on Oculus Rift and all the other VR platforms this fall, and it is playable this week at the Ubisoft and Oculus booth. So get down there and do it. Now that we've seen some flying raptors soaring through abandoned city streets, it's time to ascend a bit higher in elevation. So please welcome Ubisoft Red Storm's David Votipka.
So far, the Ghost Recon look decent, but other than that, so far, TheDon, is there anything that like has really grabbed you?
At Ubisoft,
I don't want to say the fractured butthole after you made that comment, but did kind of grab me. I'll be honest. I want to play that game.
Butthole grab TheDon. I never thought I would hear that, man. Yeah, I got you, Solo. I'm waiting for Honor as well. I want to see that.
Today,
I want to see some Sam Fisher. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I really want to see Sam Fisher. That tease was kind of mean.
Yeah. Oh, Star Trek.
Is it a quality Star Trek though?
Has there ever been a quality Star Trek game?
No, but there's hope.
Captain's log. Starting 2016.165. Starship USS Aegis is preparing for her maiden voyage.
That looks pretty cool.
This one actually looks like gameplay.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was like, yeah, no, yeah. That definitely looks like gameplay. We'll see when they get inside here. It's a nice ship. Ooh.
This is amazing. Wow. Absolutely astonishing.
No.
How funny. It's the blind Star Trek guy playing VR.
It's VR.
The Star Trek VR game to be.
Oh.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Holy crap, this is amazing.
Yo, thanks, Filter. I appreciate you stopping by. I can't believe they're doing more VR.
Encompassed in a world.
Oh, my heart just sunk a little bit.
Taking orders from the captain, and I mean, it's really cool.
So there's captain, helm, piloting the ship, tactical, and the engineer.
Why don't you just
This is like
a regular?
This is like Job Simulator, but Star Trek.
Star Trek Job Simulator.
Prepare warp. Take us out.
Yes, Captain.
Co-op gameplay is not new. I mean, we can play games with our friends, but there's something different about being in a shared virtual environment.
Hearing who you're playing with, you can look over and see the person and see them doing their job and talk to them.
The team does not succeed unless everybody does their job well.
You're right. Job Simulator. Star Trek edition.
I hate being right sometimes. I'll just be honest
I hate
with you.
being right now as well.
He really had the language of Star Trek down.
And they are transporting, Captain.
Yeah. Even Mad Skills agrees with you, dude. Wow.
My wife will not allow me to sit there with a VR headset and call it Star Trek things in my living room.
Yeah,
she will not let me do that.
She'd be like, shut the... Never mind.
If I said anything Klingon ahead, she would just come by me and slap me.
And you won't even see it coming, yeah.
No, not at all. The Oculus Rift would just spin around my head.
Yo, Jimmy said divorce simulator.
The what simulator?
Divorce.
Divorce
simulator. Oh. Like my whole thing, they haven't made a decent Star Trek regular game. Like then they just jump straight to VR, And then with that, like the Don said, it is a job simulator.
Star Trek VR game. As you can see,
I don't know.
it's amazing.
Anybody
Just
like that?
mundane tasks over and over.
Give me the Madden thing again from EA's conference. I'll be put it right over that.
You know, people are excited about this, and honestly, I think VR will resonate with people that we don't associate with. But it's hard to get excited about it for other people. It's just,
This is so exciting.
it just is.
This is happening. Okay.
I know there's some Trekkies out there that would just love to be in that seat and to just do the regular mundane things in Star Trek.
Dude, I'm sure there's people that's their dream come true right there.
But oh man, you didn't need the E3 conference stage to show that shit off, man. You really didn't.
So here's the thing, right? We use our imaginations so much, right?
Dude, I just built my custom controller during that.
Really? Now, is the price the same or is it more expensive?
A little bit more expensive, but I went crazy. So I went with all the different colors, like every single thing that would add cost. It comes to $89.98. But it's like $10 cheaper if I don't add like the laser etch lettering on the front.
Okay, I got you.
And you're with your friends. It's pretty cool.
It's so amazing. So, what was it like working with?
Somebody get that hair barrette to put over his eyes, man, because he just looks weird right now.
But it feels real. I mean, it felt real to us when we were doing it. Look, playing with Carl and Jerry was amazing because, we have this special bond, that, just like you will with your friends when you play. And here's the thing. We really had to work together to accomplish the mission. And what's more Star Trek?
What's the mission? Let's go from point A to point B. That's the mission.
You can drive the ship, you can be tactical, or you can be the captain, but no one position is more important
Yeah, it's.
than any other. Everybody has to do their level best in order to
He's like, I have to disagree. I think the captain's more important than everybody else.
And what people love about cooperative.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is mad skills.
What do you say?
He said, because he was like, there's no one person that's more important than everybody else. He looks at me and goes, I think the captain is more important than everybody else. I was like, oh. Oh.
So they said fine. For me, it took a minute for me to get acclimated.
Yo, Mega Chris, I do like the new Star Trek movies. So they kind of brought me back into it a little bit more. But yo, I'm with you. I'm so good on this. Like, I'm actually kind of happy my wife's not watching this conference with all the VR stuff. She's a little bit of an impulse buyer as well, so she'd be like, "Oh, we got to get a VR." I'm like, "What? We're not getting Star Trek. Yeah, we're not getting that." Oh. Arc. Hasn't Arc been talked about as being VR supported?
You can come over and then we can play with like Brent.
I'm gonna have to look into that, sir.
And Michael Dorn. Won't that be cool though?
I don't want to burst into tears in the middle of this conference, so I'll just cry it out with you after. But thank you so much for talking about this with us today, and you are dismissed.
All right, what is that? What are these sounds, Don? What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything, man.
So I will just say, make it so, number one.
Is the lawnmower coming again?
No, it was like some scraping, like some very fine scraping and stuff. Coming from your side. I don't know. Must be the ghost, sir.
Okay, so we've all imagined ourselves on that bridge. Now you get to do it. We're going to have Star Trek Bridge Crew at the Ubisoft booth, and of course when it comes out this fall on all major VR systems.
All major VR systems.
Yeah, it's interesting they're supporting all of them. I wonder if Sony's is considered a major VR system. They're kind of vague.
Yeah. What in the world? The ground is opening up. Statues of angels are breaking. That's not good. Uh-oh. Don't like Doom. I mean, I like the game Doom, but hold on. Yeah, yo, Jimmy Eat Rose, yo, Sokovia. That's exactly what I was thinking of when the ground was raising like that. For honor? Yes, sir. Now all we need is some gameplay. Yeah, Don, are you using a headset?
I'm using a gaming headset.
For some reason, we're getting like sounds like in the room. It's weird.
That is strange. It may be OBS like slowly adjusting to it.
It's a brutal fight. Only one man. No, I think it's For Honor. Jimmy Rose says it's like you're vacuuming your beard.
What? Yeah, I got a Floby for my beard.
Oh! That came out of nowhere. Oh, don't be Apollyon. That's bad.
Yeah, it's For Honor.
Yeah. I knew
I
it.
never would have guessed that one, actually. Dude, Gandalf's on stage. He's got like the cane and everything.
That's like Gandalf's crazy nephew.
It is trust that can end it. Apollyon and her Blackstone legions crave a world where trust is impossible, and the wolves among us can roam free.
Uh-oh.
I'm Jason Vandenberg. I'm the creative director on For Honor.
Kind of wish he stayed in character. That would be pretty cool.
The whole time.
We gave you the chance to experience our new melee combat system, the art of battle. Now, we welcome you to the world of For Honor. In our campaign, be knighted. Join the Blackstone legions to drive your enemies from your lands. As a samurai, unite your people.
Be a samurai. That's all he said. Be a samurai.
Restore the prestige of the empire. And as a Viking.
Sounds like Nixon.
Well, I think it's better to just show you,
Uh-oh.
I'd like you to meet our game director on For Honor, Roman Campos Oriola. Come on out, Roland. Yes. My brother. Good luck. You are the raider are the raider. In the aftermath of war, your people were starving. You brought them back. And now, your fleet sails for the lands of the samurai, and seeking plunder and glory.
Napoleon's war had taken us to the edge of extinction.
Which edge? Hold on, which edge of extinction are we talking about? No, I know a lot of people are actually looking forward to this game, so I'm definitely checking it out right now. Jimmy he's screaming my battle cry. Gameplay!
Dude, it's all about the gameplay. Games look so good now, why would you even care about a CG trailer?
I know, right? That's all I ask. Gameplay. Unless it's like a little teaser or something like that, but... That looked pretty crazy. Oh, shoot.
The gates of that fortress hadn't worked for a century.
What is this, Rise 2?
Yeah, I was just thinking, it just seems like a poor man's Rise, too. A little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like Rise meets like Destiny Warriors sort of thing.
Dynasty Warriors?
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors, yeah. This guy's getting slapped.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah. Guess he won, though. I got you, Jim. Yo, it looks cool. I'm not sure it'd be day one for me though. I don't know. I'm maybe just not my thing to get completely hyped up about to the point where it's like, yeah, this is definitely a day one buy. But I can see your excitement. I definitely can.
Visually, it looks good.
Yeah. Can you even see? Look like there's a huge gash in his face.
He's a Viking. He only needs one eye.
Go! Lead the climb!
That's pretty cool. That wall scaling like that. Oh, yeah. Why didn't you think about that before?
Yeah.
One warrior made it to the top. One would be enough.
Ow.
So good night, my sweet prince.
Oh, that was cool. Where he threw him off that ledge. That was that was cool.
The raider got us inside that fort.
Now we have them.
That is.
Did you just smash that dude?
Jimmy. I think it was Jimmy said elements of Batman as well.
I can see some of that.
I was gonna say. I was just gonna ask you if you could see that. He said Valhalla. Oh. I look at it, dude. Dude. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm looking for the palace next door. My bad.
My soldiers slaughtered. Soon, I will join them. You open the gate. Now, you will pay.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's like they have like some sort of weird like directional blocking system.
Yeah.
Oh, did you just castrate him?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a blow he's not coming back from. Oh my goodness.
He killed him and destroyed his lineage all in one shot.
Yeah, yo, Chris, that looked like yeah, no. There's no getting up from that, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if you got hit like that, you're gonna wish you died.
So we got February 14th, 2017. All right, who's getting that game? Let me know.
It's on my birthday. We'll see.
Master Gamers.
If you are looking for something to give that very special someone in your life, For Honor will be available on Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Sweet. It's a nice gesture. What could be more romantic than dinner, drinks, and an all-night bender of epic warfare? Either you'll bond forever, or she'll move out in the morning. And if you're in LA, come by the Ubisoft booth for.
She's assuming that girls wouldn't play that game.
For those of you watching at home, head to forhonorgame.com to register for the very next alpha that will come very soon. All right? Now, here to talk about catapulting of a completely different kind, please welcome producer at Ubisoft Reflections.
What in the world?
Oh, that's right. We have to download the KI character too.
Oh yeah, nice.
At Ubisoft, we get to tell all kinds.
I think we got about 15 minutes left on this.
Like how we can go from
really?
a massive
AAA
game like For Honor.
Started at 4. They're usually 90 minutes.
Well, to a wobbly red robot in a small experimental game. Last year, we surprised you and ourselves with Grow Home, the story of our little robot bud.
All right, Mr. Solo in the chat was like, it's great this and Ghosts are after the holidays so we can enjoy the fall releases. Yeah, that's a good point.
A lot of people are trying to hit that development window because it's so crowded.
And this time, he's not just growing home, he's growing up.
What? He's not just growing home. Okay. I'm already not digging the art style, man. I don't know. What do you think, Don?
I'm not digging it either, but you know that's the risk with doing art styles and like that and
Yeah.
smaller titles. Like it's high risk on doing that stuff.
In Grow Up, Bud will take his first stumbling steps without the watchful eye of Mom. And you'll get to stretch your acrobatic skills across an entire planetary playground. Not only can you forget your words, not only can you ride the giant star plants, but you can throw down seeds and use plants to bounce, shoot, and catapult yourself to new heights. All the way to the moon.
Yeah, no, I got you, Solo. I kind of figured that this was meant for Honor. I don't think you're talking about
PlayStation 4 and
Grow Up.
Xbox One.
So.
Thank you and enjoy E3.
Wow, they gave you nothing really for that game.
Nah, they give you a little gameplay trailer.
But you don't even know who, what, when, where, or why, though.
You're awesome. Now, at its core, Ubisoft is a creative company with an independent spirit, and support for innovative projects is a part of its
Innovative
DNA.
projects.
But every once in a while, that DNA mutates slightly, and this happens.
Here are the Ubisoft Creative Directors Tag Team Champions. Andy, Minnesota, and Dean Evans.
Wait, is that Crap Gamer?
I don't even know. Don, you need those pink sunglasses, though, man.
Dude, I need those jumpsuits.
He lifted his foot up.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Where's Chad? Not you. Out.
Yo, Don, Sony's is like 7 o'clock, right?
Let me look here.
The creative director of Trials and also president of Finland.
It's President of Finland.
my son's looking at the screen like I don't know what's going on here.
See that fire backdrop? That's pretty much what's going on in my life at all times.
But that's the confusing part.
and doves. There's also doves.
Oh, 9 p.m. Eastern. Nice. It gives me a little time to recuperate.
Yeah, it's 7 p.m. my time.
We should be going live with the full crew for Sony's, just to let you guys know.
What is going on?
Trials.
Yeah, with guns. Communist aliens.
Of the Blood Dragon. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm not saying it's not cool, all right?
Dude, that stole the show at E3 right there.
Well, for Ubisoft anyway. I'm not saying that's not cool, but damn, they ran out of ideas when they have to take Blood Dragon and smash it together with Trials.
To get you excited. As you can tell, this game
No, I think Blood Dragon should be smashed together with all their titles.
Just have a Blood Dragon
and Xbox One. Well, actually, it's almost out now. We didn't want anybody
Assassin's Creed, I don't care.
chase blood dragons while we were still here on stage. So the game will be released as soon as this conference ends, about 30 minutes from now. Calm yourselves and just take comfort in the fact that apparently LMFAO is back together, guys. All right. Guys.
It's available now, guys.
Guys.
Hurry up.
Is
Go get it.
And there is, yes it is, my friends.
Oh.
And there is no UBE
Which is very close.
without a
Oh, this is a good one. This is what I was hoping for.
You know this, and I know this. And this year is special because Assassin's Creed is about to go super multi-platform. Here to talk about the upcoming Assassin's Creed movie.
Oh,
I think they're talking about movie as a
they're
platform.
going to talk about the movie, guys.
Hey, I'm excited for it. I didn't see that.
Are you taking me with you, sir, to see the movie?
No, you're taking me with you.
Just,
All right. And paying for everything. So,
wow.
thank you so much for coming.
I don't know if you guys heard that. I was just told that I was taking my... He said he's going to see the movie. My son said he's going to see the movie. Then he's like, I was like, are you taking me with you? And he's like, no, you're taking me with you, and you're paying for everything. So...
Oh man, welcome to fatherhood.
And then he laughed. And then he laughed.
Well, I mean, it's kind of simple. I'm always looking for a good story. And I thought that the Assassin's Creed universe really had all the elements that could make a great movie.
Yeah.
So it was kind of our goal as the filmmakers to take these elements and stay respectful to the franchise and the DNA of the brand. And bring something new to the franchise.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the movie, but do we really need a showcase of this at a video game conference, though?
What's interesting is if you look at the movie, I think Ubisoft is publishing the movie as well.
So I guess they figured, if it works for their games.
Yeah, they figured they would talk to the audience that actually cares about
the franchise. I got
you. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Jimmy said my son was raised well. I would have to agree and disagree with you there, sir.
You said there's some bumps in the road on that endeavor.
3-4 different countries.
He should want to pay for my movie ticket, though, right? He should.
To the story, we go back in time, just like in the game. But we really wanted to get the right team to put together the movie, and we started with our director, really esteemed, fantastic director named Justin Kurzel, who had just worked with Mr. Fassbender on Macbeth. And he's really a true visionary who understands.
Let's sit down on the couch for a while.
And how to translate them into the movie.
Yeah, it seems a little off, right?
Really incredibly talented people to surround him with, and create the world, and using these real locations and a team of stunt experts to take us into the parkour and the elements that you're going to see in the film.
Yeah, I mean, that's such an integral part of this world is the physical aspect of this game, and trying to replicate that in the real world had to be a challenge.
There you go, Mega Chris. I like that idea. Son, chores now. Ow.
So, given all of that, what do you think people are going to be most excited about seeing, when they see Assassin's Creed on the big screen?
Well, I think there's a lot to look forward to. But really, it's the multi-layered mythology that we have that comes from the game, and the kind of
unless they do something incredibly insane within the last 8 minutes of this conference, I think people aren't gonna like
the hardest one to watch so far, huh?
The world through the lives and the ancestors.
There was at least 2 times in this show where I was like, man, bring back the Madden presentation.
That's incredible. I mean, I think people already imagine themselves in this role. So to kind of write it large and bring people in is an interesting challenge, but obviously a really
interesting challenge. Like listening to you guys.
People are expecting huge reveals.
Yeah.
We want dirt. What magical things can you reveal to us about them? Nothing. Come on, Frank.
No. Actually, I'm excited because I can show you a little bit more than anybody here has seen already. So we're going to have an exclusive video that gives you a sneak peek behind the curtain and shows you everything that went into making.
No, I want to see new scenes of the film.
Before footage from the movie. So we're going to roll that video very soon, as soon as you give the word, right?
As soon as I throw to it. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
My pleasure.
Assassin's Creed is going to be in theaters December 21st. So play a lot of Assassin's Creed before then,
That
so it's all inside of you when you
does not sound right.
Jimmy, do you really think Watch Dogs 2 is going to be shown? I do want to see this movie, though. I cannot tell a lie, sir.
The assassins are fighting for free will.
Dude, that's Magneto.
And their main rivals are Templars. Templars are trying to enhance humankind through science.
I think Assassin's Creed has a really deep concept and idea, which is going back into time and there's some sort of relationship with the ancestor that's come before you. The overall journey of the film is through the eyes of our protagonist, the Michael Fassbender's playing.
Your past.
He starts to learn that he comes from a lineage of assassins.
The world is coming to the end. Scorpion was announced, and nothing but lightning and thunder outside. And lawnmowers.
And lawnmowers. That's nobody saw the end of the world coming, but it was because of lawnmowers.
No, it's because of Scorpio.
And lawnmowers.
Yes.
I'm not.
You're not gonna let that drop, are you?
No, not at all.
His generation, and there's many other strong characters in the film.
The Assassin's Creed universe is a cinematic experience. Action sequences are.
Like I said, the movie looks good. Yo, trust. Like, I definitely agree that I want to see this.
You have to show him who he really is.
You're dead. You're dead. I don't. There's no hay pile that would save you from that guy.
No way.
No.
That's organic hay he lays in.
I feel exactly the same way. I think we've all imagined ourselves in that role.
I think we've all imagined ourselves in other places during the Ubisoft conference.
Super hot. Looking forward to the assassin getting naked. All right. Just me? Okay. Now for our next game.
There you go. Dead sec.
Okay.
Your freedoms can only be protected if democracy thrives. The corporate interests are rigging the elections. Your elections. Your favorite social media giant, Invite, knows everything about you. And they're manipulating your feed to tailor your opinion to their interests. They are fooling you into voting for their puppet, Congressman Mark Russ. Invite wields the single most powerful population control tool ever created. Defend democracy. Help us tear down Invite. And as you process by downloading our app, and together, we will expose Congressman Russ. Join us. We are DedSec.
Oh, this game looks rad.
Even Matt
And
Skill
yes.
said this looks so nice.
Yes, and in San Francisco, people do random jumping jacks on the side of the street. It's a thing.
And welcome into the San Francisco Bay Area.
I usually don't do that in crosswalks, actually. Stop right in front of traffic and start jumping jacks.
This time, you will join DedSec, a hacker group rebelling against an establishment that uses technology to take away our freedom. You are Marcus Holloway, a brilliant young hacker on a mission to take back control.
Jump in the water.
From this establishment.
Jump in the water.
Now we all live in a hyper-connected world. Everything we use, and every one of us is connected through technology. From the perspective of a hacker, this world is filled with opportunities. So in Watch Dogs 2, everything around you can be acted in creative ways. You can also profile, manipulate, and act everyone. And you're not alone. You can seamlessly encounter other DedSec hackers. And now, getting into co-op has never been simpler.
Yeah.
But for now, let's deal with Invite, a social media giant that's just
Take that car.
Yeah, take the fake Ferrari. Come on, man.
Oh man.
And we'll deliver. Have faith, sister.
This brought me back into the conference, by the way. Really? You would pick that convertible?
Okay, people, this is strictly by the book. Don't paint outside the lines and stay frosty. On my way.
The Bay Area is filled with stories you can choose to explore. But for now, let's just check what happens when DedSec infiltrate the politicians' penthouse to find evidence that Invite might have helped them rig the election.
Really, Mega? Normal day on the Bay? Yeah, I've actually been waiting for this, so I'm excited to see this. This right here brought me back into Ubisoft's conference, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, check it out. You can see the whole city from here.
Whole lot of people out there, man. Whole lot of people.
Yeah, getting screwed.
You don't even feel it. Just numb.
It's fucked up. I know it's gonna be a hell of a fight turning them back into people.
Fucking A, man. Okay, dude. You find the evidence, and I'll mount our exit strategy.
Hey, is that the congressman?
No, I do believe that is a helicopter.
Wow.
Marcus, the building just went off the grid. Get in or sit inside.
They're up to something. I'll see what.
Hello. My quad.
I'm just hanging out on this crane and.
Yeah. Nothing to see here, people. How do you get on there?
They got armed help in there. Something's definitely up.
Dialogue seeming a little generic, man.
They're scrubbing the evidence.
Get us access, Marcus, before it all gets white.
Oh, get in that Ferrari and drive out too.
Yeah, right?
To brute force your way in and download everything you can.
But once you start downloading, they'll know you're inside.
It wouldn't be a party if they didn't. And I've got a surprise for them.
Alright, dialogue a little bit better, right?
They're smashing hard drives with a hammer. One has a drill, one has a hammer, destroying hard drives.
That's what I want to hear.
Dude, we could get done with those piles in no time, right, Don? They're taking way too long.
Just throw it all in the microwave. Problem solved.
This game does look cool, though. I don't want to get burned, man.
Did you play the original Watch Dogs?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I thought it was cool. I didn't like the multiplayer aspect, though.
Really?
It felt really like tacked on to me.
Yeah, I didn't play the original Watch Dogs. This one's got my interest though. It's got sweet jams in the game.
Uh-oh. Come on, Mega Chris, come over to our side. When it comes to the hard drives, we're just going to throw them in the microwave and be done with it, man. He's not even going to have a mission if we were there.
There's something over there.
There's something over there, I say to myself. Texture popping's like crazy, man.
Yeah.
Already done. This isn't our first rodeo.
Good night, my sweet
That
prince.
was nice. That was nice.
All right, hack the car, drive it into everybody.
All right, Jimmy. Like I said before, man, it's always a pleasure having you in the chat. Thank you for joining the stream, man. Had a blast with you, dude.
Hey, Jimmy, don't eat too many roses, all right?
Oh. That's cool. I think that's the first time you heard me say that throughout this entire conference. Oh. Yeah, the stumble.
Yeah.
He's not a professional type.
Well, I guess he took my idea with the car.
Oh! Oh yeah, and you can hack the screens. That's it. Oh my! Look at that. That's that.
Holy fuck, this is awesome.
You can move your eyes later, man. Because we are just getting started.
All right, that was pretty cool.
That was definitely their best game for sure.
Yeah, out of everything.
Oh my God, so great. Watch Dogs 2 comes out on November 15th, 2016 on PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah, I love the parkour, man.
It's so cool to see my hometown in that game. And much like you, whenever I'm infiltrating a corrupt politician's penthouse, I also listen to Eric B. and Rakim. And now, I'd like to welcome Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot to tell you a little bit more about Watch
Oh wow, it's going over.
Is it going overtime?
A little bit here.
Hello everyone, thank you for being with us today. So as you may remember, when we launched the first time Watch Dogs, with
This
the
guy
PS4,
is very hard to
it was
listen
a
to.
major success. And that was really
Not his fault, I'm
thanks
just
to
saying.
Sony
Huh?
and the push they did have on this game. So today,
You can tell English is a second language for him.
tell you that
Yeah.
we are going to continue with Sony and we are going to do Watch Dogs 2 with them. So I would like to ask Tim from Sony to come with us and tell you more about it. Thank you. Thank you, Jim.
Hello, Jim. Welcome.
Thanks, Eve. That's right. We've been
So it sounds like their marketing deal.
ever since Ubisoft first showed the game right here back in 2012.
I don't know, dude. I gotta step away for 1 second. Yo, Don, hold it down for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay?
Yeah, I will.
All right. Went even further. A while back, Sony Pictures Entertainment signed up with Ubisoft Motion Pictures to produce a Watch Dogs feature film with new Regency Productions. After what is shaping up to be an amazing Assassin's Creed film, we think Watch Dogs is set to be the next video game-based blockbuster movie.
It's an incredibly filmic game. Yeah, it looks so cool. And, you know, as you know, Jim, it's never too early to think about who your lead actor is going to be. So I'm looking at the character and I'm thinking Michael B. Jordan or a Taye Diggs or an Aisha Tyler who is tall and black and slightly masculine. That's what I'm thinking, you know, yeah? We can talk about it backstage.
I'll be waiting.
No, I understand you also brought something very special to share with our PlayStation players out there, right?
That's right. PlayStation owners will have access to all Watch Dogs 2 DLCs 30 days before.
Yeah, that's exclusive right there. Marketing rights.
That's incredible, Jim. That's a killer deal for the PlayStation Nation. Thank you so much, Jim. And now we're going to take one more look at the wild hacker playground that is Watch Dogs 2.
The San Francisco Bay.
Looking so good.
Literally the most fit hacker in the world. And of course, what's a game about hackers without a few good robots? So if you pre-order the limited edition of Watch Dogs 2, you'll get your very own Wrench Jr., a hack security robot from the game. It's probably not going to help you oust a corrupt corporate overlord with a stranglehold on your city, but it is radio controlled and so quite useful for annoying your coworkers and ending unwanted relationships. All right, folks. We have one more game to show you today, and we all know that Eve likes to be the one to announce the next big thing, so I'll let him take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, Eve Yemo.
Thank you, So I'm excited to tell you.
Oh, so they have the rights
from our studio in the French Alps. So the studio has a lot of multiplayer expertise. You know, those
it is what it is.
Splinter Cell multiplayer.
Oh.
They have done also Assassin's Creed multiplayer, and they worked on The Division on some part of the game. So for the first time, we are combining the thrill of
Love the
action
exploring
sports
on the game.
with a fully
Yeah, I got you, Mega
explorable
Chris. I
open
did
world.
have fun with Watch
So
Dogs.
this game will give you a
I
chance
didn't really
to
like the
challenge
multiplayer
your
experience
friends
too much.
and
Like
to
I
share
said, I
your
felt like it was
adventures
kind of
with
just
the
tacked
community.
on and like
It's
thrown
a
in at the
completely
end.
new genre,
So
and I am sure you will love it. Thank you.
So this is their last game.
this is the roughest conference yet, dude.
Yeah.
I bet you Sony's gonna
It's
do
that
better than
moment
this.
where I've committed to leaving, but I haven't left the Earth yet. Nothing you can do but charge forward.
What I love the most in the mountains is that I can do anything I want. It's pure freedom.
You know, there's always a bit of fear. If you don't have a little fear, you know, then you're a little crazy, I think.
Oh, the snowboarding game.
Nothing else matters up here. All the chaos is just gone. No one else around.
The moment my feet leave the Earth, everything else disappears.
That looks
It's pure adrenaline.
awesome.
It's what I live for.
Oh my goodness. GoPro.
The mountain is your canvas, you know, you can paint your own picture. That's what the beauty of it is.
The most important thing for me is to try something that never been done before.
Am I scared? Sure. But fear can be a tool. It can keep you performing beyond what you think your limits are.
Pretty cool. Oh wow.
Huh.
Hello everyone, I'm studio manager
No,
Beta
that-
Kutas.
And I'm creative director Igor Manceau.
We are from Ubisoft Annecy at the base of the Alps, just a few miles from the tallest peak in
Well,
Europe, Le Mont
we
Blanc.
here
From our
next
studio windows,
podcast
we
we
are
have been
surrounded by
through
the mountains,
every single
and they
stream.
have inspired us to
So
develop the game that we
gotta
are here
knock
to
it
show
out
you
with the
today.
last one, man.
Up in this mountain, sport isn't always about winning.
Huh?
Sometimes
No, that-
it's just about doing awesome things with your friends and living life to the fullest.
And sometimes it's just about capturing those memorable moments and sharing them with your friends.
This
Let's show
this
some
looks
gameplay.
interesting.
Take it away, Igor.
Thank you.
You talking about this game? Yeah.
I like snowboarding and stuff though. Like, start with a snowboard. Start with a snowboard. No?
Well, looks like they're trying to go for a little bit more extreme but grounded reality.
Yeah. I would still like another SSX game from EA though.
Welcome to the world of Steep.
That
A
looks
massive open
beautiful.
world partially set in the Alps, at the intersection of Italy, Austria, Switzerland, and France. We're currently flying over Aiguille du Mont Blanc, and in case you're wondering, aiguille means needles. First thing we'll do is land on a small rock over there. And notice a man on the right, walking up to the that's another player from the community. From here, we can now enjoy the view and observe the world around us. That big guy in front of you is the Mont Blanc, the biggest summit in the region. And in the
Oh,
distance,
Mont Blanc.
you can see the Matterhorn, one of the wildest spots in the game.
They have that in
You've got
SSX.
The Aravis Range, the region we come from, where Ubisoft Annecy stands. In Steep, we developed a really cool observation tool. We call it Mountain View. Mountain View allows you to zoom out from your position, observe the world, and navigate into
That
the
looks
environment.
crazy.
Our mountain range will be populated by drop zones. Drop zones
That is
are
interesting.
entry points for you to drop in the world when you're ready.
Seduces.
No, let's get back to our initial position. Besides drop zones,
Oh, drop
the
zones.
game will offer a wide range of challenges
So-
to test your skills. The one in
So at this point, I guess we can say Mr. X was wrong on his prediction.
and as the other players
Yeah,
march
right?
in, will follow him
Yeah.
and triggers a challenge. This is a proximity flying race.
Oh. That is amazing right there.
More importantly, where can I buy squirrel suits?
Yeah, I know, right? Let's do it. Let's do it for real. Oh my goodness. Wee. So that's all it's in my head right now. I was like, wee. Oh, he's done.
So I thought Ram was going to be on stage, or is he just at one of those
Not
little
the main
mini
event.
things?
It's like at the boot the Xbox booth.
And as we land,
Okay, so he's going to be like one of those interviews, like sitting down with Larry Herb and.
Well, yeah, they're gonna have him up with Spencer and I think Mikey Barra.
Gotcha.
the purpose of this next sequence is to show you what it's like to play online with your friends,
Snowboarding.
and with other players from the community.
That's a little more grounded in reality, though.
Ooh. Yeah, I know. Oh Snaps was like, I would like to play a beta of this.
As you ride, you will keep
Oh, she back?
She just got back a few minutes ago.
Let's switch our point of view to follow who's riders.
Oh my goodness.
As you noticed, the game will support GoPro view.
GoPro view. I would like GoPro view and SSX to see what it looks like when I'm spinning the characters around. Oh!
Hold on, we really need to pause here. Too much at the same time. Now I'd like to show you something special. If we go back to Mountain View, take a look at that trail. Every line you do in the world creates a trail. And that trail is really cool.
that trail is really cool.
Check what you've done on your ride so you can analyze your line. But it also allows you to launch a replay of what you've seen and what you've done.
Oh, really?
You can rewind. Pause.
Oh.
Control the camera.
They had that in SSX, the one before, the one that was made back compat. Oh.
And follow any players you've met. And the idea here is to allow you to push that replay of your performances.
It's Winter Sport Photography Simulator.
You can share it with the world.
Winter Sport Photography Simulator.
Not only can you share videos, but say you liked that jump over the cliff. You know it's a tricky one. You can push it as a challenge to your friends. You define the rule, share it so it becomes part of the content your friends will see in their game. But let's catch up with our red paraglider.
The Yeti monster.
Yes. Oh. It doesn't mean it's a Microsoft product. Dude, he hit the bell. Ding!
There is one last thing I have to show you. Steep is definitely about sharing intense, thrilling, crazy, or just pure fun moments. And it's also about enjoying the mountains.
Draw zone. Draw zone. Don't sleep. Draw zone. That looks cool. I'm not sure how much longevity that title has.
Be interesting. Sometimes it's good to go over top on those sort of things, but it looks like they're trying to do both, over the top and like grounded.
We're inviting you all onto the mountain as soon as tomorrow. Steep will be
Mega Chris is like, I want to fly.
If you're
I would try the
along,
game.
Please visit steepgame.com to register for a chance to participate.
Yeah,
in Steep
definitely.
Beta phases. This game ships this December.
This December.
All right, guys. We got a lot done today, and we are barreling towards the finish line. But before we go, we want to bring Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot and all of the teams behind the games that we had on stage during our show back out here one more time. Come on out, everybody. This is going to be like the end of Saturday Night Live, only all the game devs have not been drinking for hours. Although I'm sure
Like not even water. They're dehydrated and they want to go home.
Yeah, well, in those jumpsuits, I'm sure they're dehydrated.
So as you could see, that was a fantastic game, and I think it's just the beginning, because as you know, this game will be live.
Don, you are the man for sitting here with me through this.
Dude, I need to eat some food. That was a little rough, but I guess they did a little something for everybody, right?
They did.
Creativity and all the passion they have. I would like also to thank you all the gamers. We are only here.
I think I'm gonna go get some Taco Bell, replenish before Sony's conference.
Oh man, yo, bring some over.
I'm gonna get those flatbread steak-looking sandwich things.
That means 30 years in the best industry in the world.
So I guess Connect will work with the S, and it will come with an adapter for the USB port.
Oh, okay.
I love video games because
wow, that's how far they've come, where that thing like can have an adapter for USB now.
It kind of was already. It's a more powerful USB port, and that's pretty much what the Connect was. It was just a proprietary shape.
Oh, okay.
That is what will drive us for another 30 years and beyond.
Unless they really drop something, dude, we can talk about what we thought about the conference now as this guy is.
Because when you are free, there is no failure. There is only forward.
The little sizzle reel.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know about you, but like Watch Dogs was probably the highlight for me.
Yeah, definitely Watch Dogs. I mean, For Honor for people who like games like that was really cool. That wouldn't be a day one for me personally, but it did look cool. Had some really cool aspects to it. Man, like how everybody is like, yo, I'm tired of getting an Assassin's Creed year after year. Freaking Ubisoft, even though, they're skipping a year with Assassin's Creed, managed to get Assassin's Creed into it with the movie. But
I thought you were going to say San Francisco Assassin's Creed is what I thought you were going to go with.
No, but they crowbarred that whole movie thing into it. Oh man, there was a couple cool things, but all in all, dude, uh, man, this is probably
Pretty
the
light.
worst. This is probably the worst presentation I've seen so far this year. All right.
It's pretty light on the content. It's like it's for most of their casual audience, and that's about it.
It seems like they depended more or less on their quirkiness instead of their games. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
there's a little bit of sleight of hand there. I can see where you're going with that.
Yo,
but they're
like-
also trying to
ahead.
innovate with a bunch of stuff that I don't know. I don't think guys like us are interested in. Like, we're not really interested in VR. They're interested because they don't want to fall behind if it's the hot new trend, right? But we're not interested in it. As far as now, at least I can speak for myself. I don't know about you.
Hey, I mean, there were cool things. Like even that game Steep, it looks cool, but without it having like, I don't know, maybe like a single player element to it, and not just you and the mountain and whatever you kind of figure out, and you challenge your friends and stuff like that. But having more of some type of, I don't know, even like quasi story element to it would have made it more interesting, possibly.
Absolutely.
I don't see a game where it's just you and the mountain and whatever you kind of figure out as being the backbone of that game. I do see it as being an added feature to that game that people would like to get into.
Absolutely.
Hold on, let me just try to pull up this.
Actually, no. The Trials, Blood Dragon. That was the other highlight for me.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. The Trials Blood Dragon. That was pretty cool.
I mean, that's a smaller title, and I'm usually harsh on them, but that one actually caught my interest. That and Watch Dogs, and that's about it for me.
Yeah. All right, I got the graphic in there. All right. All in all, dude, like Watch Dogs, you got the Trials Blood Dragon, which it was funny because you said they should make a Blood Dragon version for all their titles, and the more I thought about that, the more I was like, yo, that'd be a pretty cool idea. For Honor. Other than that, what else was there, man? I mean, really.
They kind of stretched it out, like it was just a bunch of VR stuff, like in the middle.
Yeah. But all right, so if you had to grade, if you had to grade this conference, what would you give it, man?
C minus.
You are.
I'm gonna be nice.
You are being very nice, dude.
I'm gonna be nice, but
I think they should hire you for that.
But it was below average, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you reeled a couple things back with a couple titles, and maybe that's really all they care about. If someone watches this and they get 2 titles that they are like, you know what, I'm interested to see what that's all about. Maybe that's a win for them. You know what I mean? But I think what they're doing is they're gearing up for next year. Like they're just gonna. That's what it looks like to me.
I got you. I just got deja vu like crazy right now, but yeah, I don't know. Like I'm thinking like I'm trying to compare it with EA because right now like I'm trying to see which one to me was worse, and I will give a grade on this, but with EA, like with Ubisoft, I think they had one high point in their conference compared to EA's 2. That was just as high as EA's 2. Like that Watch Dogs, I would compare that, to the Titanfall, Battlefield, like kind of. It would be close, all right? But then other than that, I just think everything else was kind of flat. Like I said, I think they kind of tried to rest on their quirkiness and their acceptance of being different or weird as being a quality show, and it didn't necessarily translate into that.
Yeah, you can't use that as a crutch, right? I mean, if that's what you guys are, that's what you guys are. But you can't use it as a crutch to not have the content. you don't bring it, you don't bring it, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like For Honor, like I said, for the people who like that game, that game, I can see why people want to play that. Watch Dogs 2, the game looks good. Like I said, I just don't want to get I don't want to get burned with that title. I don't want it Watch Dogs 2 to come out and be something different than what they're saying. It doesn't look like it's like that. It looks like they listened to what happened with Watch Dogs 1 and they kind of righted the ship on that. But I almost, with all the crazy shit that happened in the conference, I almost wanted to see another Assassin's Creed just to kind of yeah, be a little happier with it, man. I don't know.
Yeah. It was rough not seeing it there, right? I mean, we always complain about it. Now it's not there, but I hope it's just that much better when you give it that much time. So,
Dude, if it wasn't for Watch Dogs, this would be a straight fail for me. I'm gonna go with a D, dude. I'm gonna go with.
you gonna go for D? You gonna be a little harsher than me?
Yeah, dude. I tried to express myself. You know, I don't. I try not to sugarcoat things and stuff like that. So I'm going. Like I said, this is right after the conference. I appreciate the people who actually like stayed in here and watched this whole thing because it was rough, man. It was really rough.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, anyone that sat through this, I mean, with us, I mean, you guys are the champions for sure. I mean, I mean, I would like to know if anyone had two games out of that conference that they enjoyed. I mean, what about you, Xbot?
Uh, Most I could see, like, I mean, Trials Bloodline, Blood Dragon. I mean, that was okay. It's not something to hang your hat on. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not at all.
And then you had Watch Dogs 2. Everything else, like, really for me fell short.
So you would pass on everything else that you saw.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Let's
Like,
use that for a barometer a little bit. So at the EA's conference, how many games would you have bought from that conference?
EA, two most definitely. Two most
Okay.
definitely. Like with hype before it came out as well.
Okay. Now let's use that for the last conference we saw that night. How many there? No,
Like you talking Microsoft's conference?
no, not Microsoft's. Bethesda is, I believe, how you pronounce it, right?
Bethesda? Dude,
Yeah.
I pretty much I have to go back and rewatch that again now. Oh hold on. I remember there was Quake.
I know you liked it, but the question is, how many games would you buy from it?
You know, honestly, Microsoft blew my mind. Dishonored 2 and Prey with
Okay.
hype. With hype. So
With hype. So, I mean, that's kind of the point of these conferences in the first place, right? To get people stoked on the products that they're selling, right?
yeah.
And get them to go out there and buy it, right? I mean, even if it's directly for the media or trickle down through smaller people like us out to the public. So, yeah, it's I don't blame you giving me the grade that you did, and I'm still going to be nice, but it still wasn't their best showing for sure.
No, it's a straight D. I mean, the presentation was draggy, like people talking, and I understand they have to bring that white French guy out. You know what I'm saying? He's big time in Ubisoft and stuff. It's really hard to listen to him though.
Yeah.
With them accepting their quirkiness is one thing, but trying to hang your hat on the presentation as that being a part of a big part of your entertainment and what you're showing, not a good idea whatsoever. Dude, it's all like, so I got Microsoft and so far Bethesda, EA, and then Ubisoft. Even the PC gamer stuff. We didn't even see the whole thing on that. And the PC gamer presentation was more interesting, and I didn't even like the host. I swear, like when I first saw this host and how he was presenting himself, I thought he ate paint chips as a kid. So I swear. But you know
that's
what
a
I'm
gift
saying?
that keeps on giving. Sure.
It was still more interesting than Ubisoft, which says something, man. That absolutely says something. So, my
No,
only
I
question,
hear you on that.
what I'm gonna
That's
think
rough, man.
about for, when we come back together for the Sony thing, I'm trying to think about all of them put together. My only question with the PC Gamer one, and not even seeing the whole thing, am I gonna put that above EA? Like right now, I don't think so, but they're pretty freaking close, dude.
Interesting.
Yeah, definitely, man.
All right, man. I gotta go. I have to get some food in me. Otherwise, I'm gonna say something I'll probably regret.
All right. All right, man. Well, as usual, guys, thank you for sticking it out with us. This had to be the roughest road, the roughest presentation, and probably a memory I would like to wipe out of my head. But as usual, guys, you stuck with us. I really appreciate it. Yo, Mega Chris, you're hitting us up in the chat like crazy, dude. This show is for you, man. Thank you. You powered us to keep going, and I really appreciate that, man. So I guess Don, we'll re-energize and get ready for the Sony conference, right?
Yeah, I need to get some food. Otherwise, I'll be cranky, and that's not fair
We
to
don't
judge
want
on
to
a cranky
cranky the
stomach.
Don here, man. Like people
No,
go
not at
missing,
all.
cement shoes, the whole nine. Yo, Don, thank you
Absolutely.
for going through this with me, and I can't wait to see you for Sony's.
Man, I can't wait to see everybody else. It's gonna be fun.
No doubt, man. All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit.